And a good afternoon to you, or good morning to you. Sorry, what are we? Well, we were talking about before. That was it. You know, we were not paying attention.
Yes.
Definitely not paying attention. Anyway, it is a wonderful Wednesday. That means my partner in crime, my host this morning, is Bradley Gilbert from Walmart. Good morning, Bradley.
Good morning, Becky.
Happy Wednesday, right?
Happy Wednesday. That's right.
Right. All right, let's thank our sponsors.
All right, we've got Walmart, Meadowview Healthcare, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Upland, Celebrity Home Loans LLC, Dr. Blackside Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, and Fox Billy Wealth Management.
Yay. Thank you to our great sponsors. We're very proud of them, and we want to say a big shout out to them. And we do know it's morning time. Time flies when you're having fun, and definitely a fun morning already. So, and Bradley, you got a new drink over there. What's this new drink? It's a combination.
Oh my gosh. It is Coca-Cola, zero sugar, but vanilla. Like you remember, like years ago. Well, they've had it for quite a while, but vanilla Coke. But this is the zero sugar version of it.
All right, let's talk about the bowling lane. Let's do it. Let's do one more. Sorry. Let's talk about the bowling lanes and their vanilla drinks.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's talk about how good that was and compare. Is it anything like it?
Oh, it's even better. I think it's even better because it's zero sugar.
Well, of course it is.
So, you know, that's the way it is.
Yeah.
No, and, you know, that was the good thing. You're right about the bowling lanes.
Well, the big
producer's nightmare, right?
Yeah, I know.
So
here's the big thing, Bradley. Were you going to go cherry Coke or vanilla Coke?
That's right.
No, I mean, these were big decisions.
No, big decisions.
You know, and you start thinking about them on the way.
Yes.
You know?
And if you were really nice and said, hey, you got a little bit of extra splash, right?
Yes, you did.
And
you always wanted to be really nice because you wanted that extra squirt,
like,
extra splash, extra squirt. Yes, on that.
So, but it's got a really good vanilla flavor to it. So if you are someone who likes to drink sugar-free soft drinks instead of regular, this is really good.
You can get up a notch. Why not? Right?
Yeah.
They're trying all different kinds of stuff anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're different combinations, and to me, that would be a combination that would be really.
In
really
summer,
good.
Throw a scoop of vanilla ice cream in it. You have a vanilla Coke float.
Look at you. You're getting crazy.
I'm here all day. Well, just for an hour. But
just for an hour. But you're going to pack it up. Give us a lot of good stuff.
Then.
Yeah. A lot of great stuff. All right. Let's see what today is. In our holidays, today is, already June the 8th. Isn't that crazy? So we're less than a month away from 4th of July.
Yes. Less than a month. Crazy. And that is going to be awesome.
I'm very excited about that. Today is Best Friends Day.
There you go.
Yay! Besties Day.
Yes. Okay. So here we go.
You got to stay close.
Yes.
So you know too much.
Yes. Yeah. You know where the bodies are buried.
There you go.
That's
I knew you were going to say that.
That's
Betty,
a Sopranos joke.
There we go. I know. I got you. Betty Picnic Day.
Hey.
I'll go on a picnic.
Oh, absolutely.
If you were going on a picnic, Bradley, what would you pack real quick?
My favorite would be ham and Swiss cheese sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
Funyuns.
Oh, gotta have Funyuns.
Amish macaroni salad.
Oh yeah.
And baked beans, the cold version of baked beans. And I know there's some people that are like baked beans are supposed to be hot, but the refrigerated cold version, you can warm those up and they're good and everything.
But for a summer picnic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they're already in the containers. Just grab and go.
Grab and go. Love
Simple,
grab and go.
Fun. Focus
Simplicity
on the fun.
And go. Love that, definitely. Well, and I think you're when you start talking about the the sandwiches and everything. Oh yeah.
And maybe our coconut cake that we like.
Yeah, I have that. Definitely.
Yeah. Gotta have dessert.
Gotta have some of that. Yeah,
Onions.
definitely.
Dessert.
Well, and the nice thing about it too is sometimes like you don't have to overthink it. Like you said, just grab the stuff. It's already in containers, ready to go, and you're gonna be a rock star. You're gonna be good.
Yeah.
You know. Or if somebody says, let's throw together a family get together, or let's all go on a picnic real quick. Yeah. You got the stuff, you know.
And then you focus on the family time or the friend time or whatever, you know, it's just more time for you and to make memories.
Definitely. All right. This is Jelly Filled Donut Day.
You know.
Do we say any more?
You know, I mean, you know, people know I'm a Walmart guy, but I'll tell you what, there's something about living in the town that has wonderful raspberry filled donuts. I love them.
I know. It's just like
head to the square, and
then when you eat it, it's like you don't want it to end.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
That taste is just going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yes. I've had people say that, you know, there's that brand that starts with the K that people talk about, and they have good donuts.
Yeah.
But every time I have bigwigs come in, and you know this,
Yeah.
but every time I have bigwigs come in to visit our Walmart, if they're there in the morning, they want the stuff from the square, and
definitely.
they want the H&R donuts. So yeah. So, and jelly-filled is my favorite, absolute favorite.
Yeah. You can't go wrong.
No, no.
And you just hope there's a lot of jelly in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a good day. You know what I mean? When the ratio from the, you know.
Yeah, they're like, what's on your shirt? It was a good day in the jelly donut section.
It was a good day. All right, name your poison day, which that would be your Coca-Cola.
My Coca-Cola Zero, Coke Zero Vanilla.
All right. Let's see here. Thomas Paine Day.
Okay.
Oopsie Daisy Day. You say Oopsie Daisy.
No. No.
You'll be saying that all day long. So I'm gonna have Oopsie Daisy.
No.
I'm trying to plant that seed right now so that it'll go somehow today. Oopsie Daisy. World Brain Tumor Day. All right. And World Oceans Day. And so that's get out and enjoy. Yeah. So Bradley, I did report this yesterday, and I can't say it enough. I'm just so excited. They're making some strides, and they're seeing some results. And it was a small survey, but they did some surveys on cancer, and they're seeing some treatments for this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just hoping this, you know, what I mean, this is just,
you know, it's there's always positives, and you know, of course, when you talk about cancer, it's such a negative connotation, but I mean, the strides that research has been coming up with, I mean, it's like you want, you know, there is a day that you wish that no one would have to deal with that, you know, but when you can have less and less families affected and individuals affected, and people have to go through those struggles, it's a win.
Yeah.
And but apparently I read an article that was saying that a good thing coming out of the pandemic, you know, you try to find the positives, but there was things that when they were researching the COVID-19 virus, that they found some new information about how viruses mutate that can affect how different people develop cancer and things like that. So just, you know, there was some small things that has kind of helped with things. So that's a win. We'll take a win. We'll take a win, especially in such a terrible, you know, I don't think I don't know anybody that hasn't been touched.
Right.
And
or a family member.
Family member. So you just want it to get better.
Right. Absolutely. I'd love to hear those moving forwards and those strides and just those big steps, you know what I mean? And hopefully they'll just keep stepping. Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Leaps and bounds. So.
The way they can target tumors now. And stuff. And,
definitely. So very good. All right. I wanted to bring that up to the forefront. Also, we've got some things going on with the euchre tournament coming up. And this is, I love euchre.
Oh, me too. Me too.
So
we're torn. We're torn.
Okay.
We're not sure if we want, you know, where do you
want Becky at?
Well, that's the thing. It's just like you and I both. We would love to like host this thing, right? But at the same time, it's just like we want to be at the table. We really do. So we're torn.
Can we be mic'd up and just at the table?
I think so.
That we're working. Yes. We are working, but we're actually at a table playing euchre. Yeah.
They would both love that, but
I'm gonna go alone here.
Yeah. I'm going alone. Don't euchre me.
You don't even know how crazy I am on that.
Oh,
I go alone all the time. I am completely a wild card, but I pull through. It's lady luck.
Yeah. You do. Yes, you do, and that's okay. That's okay. And you know, but speaking of euchre, my favorite,
lone
family.
Wolf. I'm going lone.
We need. There's got to be a T-shirt out there with a lone wolf with a euchre hand on
That's
it.
me. That is me.
We've got to find that. So anybody out there,
no, actually,
look for that.
Okay, so we do need to play euchre. Okay, but actually, this would be so much fun if we get to MC this and get to be a part. And like, you know how like they won't let us do golf. We're too loud.
Brad,
our golf voices will
Becky, you're too loud.
Yes, they step up. What? He comes up to the.
We're high-fiving everybody.
Easy.
Yeah.
You know, the first time I ever tried to do it, they were like, "Get her out of here." You know, she
It's
must go.
It's like we can't MC the dog shows
Oh,
either, you know?
No, I know.
Because even for those, it's like you would think the dog shows would be
Oh.
like seriously like, you know, fun times, but they're like, this breed is right. And it's like, wait, what? What'd you say? I can't hear you. Why are you going to broadcast it if you can't hear it, right?
Whisper it.
Same thing
He's
with dog.
wagging his tail,
Same
so he must be a happy dog. He's a happy puppy.
What do you
know
call
what
that haircut? A basic bull? A basic eagle? I mean, you know, it's like, what?
This is what we decided. My English bulldog's the house hippo. You know, the house hippo comes out, makes her appearance. You know. As she steps out, you know, the house hippo has left her nest.
Yes. We've been waiting all day for the appearance.
Right.
Yeah, so
They do not ask us to.
No.
These are not our gigs. Okay,
Yes.
we know our strengths and we know our weaknesses. We
Yeah.
are political. We can do political. We can do parades.
Oh, yeah.
We can do that, and I think we can do youth tournaments.
I think so too. The problem is, it's just like we'll
wanna
disappear.
play.
We'll
That's
be suddenly like, oh, yeah.
Or
I'll go
hang on.
spades
What
alone.
if we-
Yeah,
what if
they'll be like,
somebody-
you'll
we
be like
stand by-
spades alone. It's just like,
we
wait,
stand
what?
behind somebody and we
Yeah.
see their cards. Oh, you should not do that.
Oh,
Oh no, don't be doing that. No.
Yeah, we'll be talking to each other. Now that's a classic example of what not to do with you, Chris.
Please, no, we have got to be the announcers for the
Yes,
department.
yes.
That's it.
Well, I mean, we're definitely
And,
you're
Mike
definitely
does
are.
not
You
know-
are definitely
he does not
our.
understand that that we
Yes,
really take this
yes,
stuff serious.
Yes.
I mean,
you definitely are. So it's gonna be though. It's like, well, are you gonna get like jealous because Brad disappears and it's just like, oh wait, my hand's almost
no,
over.
you
Wait,
didn't. No, you didn't,
Yeah.
Bradley. You get over here with me.
Yeah, I think it'll be a great time. But it's June 24th, Friday, June 24th at the Senior Center, 5 to 9. Registration at 4:30, and it's not teams; it's individual. It's individual round robin
Lone wolf.
play. So lone
You're
wolf
on
play,
your
lone
own.
wolf.
You're
Yeah,
on every man for themselves.
yeah, and bring your mirrored sunglasses. No, they're not. It can't be mirrored. They can see your card, but bring your sunglasses so nobody can see your eyes.
There you go. That's right.
Just to get those big old
do you have
goggles.
any? Do you have any like things that you give away? Like, is there any like habits you do? Like, do you have any? What is it called? Poker face or whatever.
Well,
things
the
that you
only
do? What do you- like
the
when you
only
get
thing,
10
the only
I'm trying to
giveaway I have is when I break down in tears because my Jeannie is my partner and she is serious about euchre. And so I break down in tears
I
going,
love that. Go, Mama. There you go. Break it. Yes.
Can't you at least be a good helping hand partner? What's wrong with you? You're
That's
supposed
where
to get
I
one
come
trick.
into play.
Count on your partner.
Give
Can't
me-
count on
yeah,
you.
yeah,
So I hear all that in my head before.
There you
I'm
go.
just joking.
No, I think
but she
you-
is serious.
I think you. I think I could probably tell your mannerism. I could probably figure you out what your cards say.
I do have a tell. I do have a tell.
Okay, tell.
No, I don't want anybody to know. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I probably do too.
Yeah. The better my hand, the more I fiddle with the cards.
Yeah.
And I move them around in my hand
'Cause
to
you're
make it look
excited.
like I
Yeah,
don't have good
right,
stuff going
right,
together.
Right. You're excited. But when you have that, like that, I mean, when you have those good cards and you have that king or jack or I mean, when you have that left bower or am I saying it right? Left bower, right bower. Yeah. It's been a few minutes. I mean, it's like ready to bust. I feel like I'm a rocket ready to shoot off here. Come on, hurry up.
And it's like,
and then you wait your turn, and then somebody throws off something really weird.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, all right, hurry up.
Or
get
you've
this out of the
got
way.
4 great cards and you got that 9 of diamonds that's an offsuit, and you're just like go around to that last one and someone say the 10. It's like, why did you not? Why did you
not
say
throw
that?
off? Yeah.
So, but we're gonna have a lot of prizes. We're gonna have
Definitely.
gift cards, TV,
I love that.
gift cards, some other things that we're gonna
this is a win-win for
come up
everybody.
with.
Okay,
Yes.
first of all, you get to play euchre. How fun
Yes,
is this?
Absolutely.
Okay, number 2, then you can get some really cool prizes.
Yes.
That's I play euchre not even for prizes. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For bragging rights or just for
Right.
fun. Okay, and then
We're coming for the trophy.
we want the trophy.
We want the trophy.
Then they're gonna have to get us a little trophy ourselves.
A trophy is bragging rights.
True. Then, but also you're helping out the Riley's Children's Hospital. So this is a fundraiser actually for them, but it's going to be it's wonderful coming together for this.
Yes, and
you have like so many that you can take or you can't take, or like is there a certain number or how many?
52.
Oh wow!
We can accommodate 52 people.
Awesome.
So and like I said, it's individual. So you play,
Yeah.
every hand, and it's not just like a game to 10. It is the where you have everybody you play. Everybody deals 2 hands, so that's 8 total hands,
Okay.
and then it's just whatever points you get, and then we're gonna do some high-low things in the middle of it. So for one round, the team that gets the most points um, versus the team anywhere in the room that gets the least amount of points. They don't have to be at the same table, but it's going to be a split the pot type thing. So people pitch in for that, and then if you have the most points and win by the largest margin of overall points for that game, then you split the pot. So that's going to be a good thing.
This is like so much fun.
Yeah,
This is going to be a lot of fun for sure.
So, and like I said, you don't have to have a partner that you like to play with or anything like that. And again, the important part is it goes to Riley, and in such a they do such great work. But in addition to that, you think of there's a lot of emotion when it comes to Riley. Like a lot of these kids are going through so much, and every dollar helps.
Right.
And again, it's one of those things that it's just like donating at the store. 100% of the proceeds goes to Riley.
Right.
100%. And we're donating these prizes. Nobody has to pay for those prizes and things like that. So just rest assured that 100% goes to Riley. So I think
if someone is listening and they want to go ahead and sign up, are you signing people up yet, or do they just show up, or how do we?
Well, registration starts at 4:30. However, beginning the Monday before, whatever that date is, I think the 20th, because it's after Father's Day. You can anybody can reach out to me.
Okay.
And then we'll have a place on our Walmart Facebook page too that people can reach out there and register.
And we'll remind them on that Wednesday that you come in.
Yeah.
About that if they want to go ahead and get pre-registered, because that would be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's only $20.
Yes.
Oh, that's so awesome. I mean, and you're giving to Riley's Hospital. 100% of that $20 is going to go to Riley's Hospital.
Yes.
And then you're going to have more than $20 worth of fun.
And this is the first year we're doing it, so we're just like we're not sure, what kind of a turnout we'll have. So we didn't want to make it like, whatever money we raise, we're excited about that.
Sure.
And so that's just.
I love it.
It's going to be a win. It's going to be a fun evening,
and everybody coming together.
Regardless of turnout, we're still going to have the prizes and everything. So, but we want a bunch of people to show up because it's going to be fun. Things like that. Euchre is fun, and we'll make it fun.
Oh,
right. As we sneak off, you're like, I'm playing in this high-low right now. Split the pot. I'm in. And so.
Becky, you're supposed to be over here announcing.
I know. It's like, yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. It's on autopilot right now. But
we'll put the music on.
That's what we have producers for.
Yeah. Exactly.
But anyway, So.
Oh, I think that's great. So we want to remind everybody this is going to be fun, and I think you'll be flooded with people because I think a lot of times, and this is also, we talk about the money raised for Riley's Hospital, but also this is highlighting Riley's Children's Hospital and all that they do.
Yes.
And for maybe those that are not aware, maybe someone in the the community that has had to use Riley's Hospital or dealt with them. This is an opportunity for them to speak out and let them, and because there's so many in our community.
Right. And I'm glad you mentioned that because we have three Walmart associates have Riley kids, and we're going to have 3 special guests for the Euchre tournament there. So we're excited about that. Yeah.
Awesome.
They're doing well. They're flourishing, and all because of what people did to help Riley. So it's that's how life's supposed to be.
Absolutely.
So we're very proud of that. But before that too, though, Father's Day, we're doing the car show.
Yeah.
Over here at the store. Doesn't cost anything to enter. So you can talk to Travis Howe about that. But Thank you already. We've had a lot of outpouring of support, and it looks like it's going to be a great time, a good Father's Day
No, everybody's
event
looking
to
for something to
have.
do with that,
And
right? What do you do?
so yeah, so we're
You
very
take them to
appreciative.
the car show
Yes,
to see
yes,
these cool cars, and
yes.
you know it's always fun too. The kids always like it, and when you
Yes.
go and you see all the different cars,
Yeah.
and you talk to the owners, and they
Yeah.
tell a little bit more of the history of the
Yeah.
cars, it's really
That's
cool.
Great. Yeah, you're right. And if you don't want to worry about getting the grill out, hopefully it's a nice hot
even
day.
better.
We're going to be grilling stuff there, so you can do that there and get your burger and a dog and chips
Can't
and a
go
drink
wrong.
and just enjoy the day. So, and again, that's for Riley. So
We are really like we interviewed the gentleman that he's over the hot dogs and sausage council, and we had just been on hot dogs. I mean, you just can't beat a good summer hot dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And anymore, it's. I mean, you know how I feel. I'm a charcoal grill kind of guy, but I won't turn down. But it doesn't matter what dog or brats or whatever that you put on, you grill it.
And then when somebody
there's
else
no better way to
it,
say.
just like you know,
I love my family.
I'm telling you, you talk about Dad will feel like a champion.
Yes.
You know, we can get him a burger, a hot dog, and you get to see all those different cars and different makes and models, and talk to the people.
Yes. And here's what you need to do. This is the thing you need to do this year. So whatever type of dog you want, grill it up, cook it on the stove, however you want to do it. Microwave it. But on your bun, put a little bit of spicy mustard in the bottom.
That's what
just a little bit of spicy mustard.
Yes.
And then put some onion, but get sliced onion, and then the big long strips, not the chopped up kind. Or you can use chopped up if that's what you want. Put the onion on one side, put tomato on the other side, and put dill relish on the top with that spicy mustard. You will thank me.
And you're welcome.
Yeah, and you're welcome. Yes.
Drop the microphone.
Yes.
That spicy mustard at our house, we can't get enough of it. I promise. It's like going off the shelf because of our house.
Yes.
Yeah. And everybody, we're all just completely just.
Oh, yeah. And it's just
it's almost embarrassing.
Well, it's funny because it's like,
what is it?
Why did I not? Yeah, it's like, why did I not realize this? But
But now I do want to say, and that is such a blessing too, for those that do not have time to. What I love, and this was so good, and I just really want. I noticed the little bit of when you can trim a little time off. You already have the onions cut up if you do choose to do that.
Oh yeah,
that is such a blessing.
And we have
having to get together.
We have the chili dog sauce already in a container that you just warm up. And the chopped onions and shredded cheese, and you've got a coney right there.
Right there.
Well, that's crazy.
And if you don't have time, I mean, if you're trying to, especially like when you're hosting something and you're trying to get your house cleaned up, you know, the dog halfway cleaned up. You know what I mean? You're trying to do everything, and then any little corners like that you can cut, or to chop up onions takes a little bit of a time.
And you
don't want to cry. I have mascara everywhere. I mean, it's horrible. There's, they say run it underwater. I run it underwater. I mean, I do everything I can do. I still cry.
Yeah.
So I mean, if I already have it already chopped up, that's gold.
I'm
gold,
with
Jerry.
Gold.
I'm
with you on that. Absolutely. Well,
I'll take it. I said gold, Jerry, gold. And someone said, I said, no, Jerry, no. So it was to help me. I was carrying something, and I said, oh, that would be gold, Jerry, and gold, Jerry. Okay, but they walked by me, and I realized, and they said, no, Jerry, no, Jerry. Does that sound? Do you hear does that sound like gold, Jerry? No, Jerry.
I heard gold, Jerry. Yes.
Okay. I have to realize.
Then again, hey, you busy? No,
not doing anything.
Not doing anything at all.
Got my hands
Yeah. So, but another thing, I'll go one more is you can get the already cooked hot dogs.
Where are those located at?
Well, we have them from time to time, but they're especially in Sam's Club stores.
Oh, okay.
So, and they have the already grilled hamburgers. Oh. So I'm going to give you a little insight that you didn't know.
Okay, all right.
So you always talk about. Okay.
I feel like that's my store.
Yeah, I know, but I mean we have these from time to time there. Okay. So, but you always talk about at the Thunder Over Beeline party, the hamburgers and the hot dogs being so good.
Yeah.
They're pre-cooked.
No way.
They're already pre-cooked. All you have to do is they're frozen.
See, I see Pop over there. What's he doing?
Well, here's what you do. You just take them out of the box and you throw them on the grill just to warm them through. They're already cooked and already grilled, and you can't tell that you didn't start from scratch, raw.
Yeah.
And a little trivia for you there.
Did not
but
know
those
that.
hot dogs are amazing. So another way to
you
save
just pulled
time.
the curtain open. I saw the wizard.
Yes, another way to save time. But they're good, aren't they? They taste really good. You can't tell because they grill them prior and then they flash freeze them.
Ah.
And then you're good to go.
I had no clue.
Yeah.
No, that one totally.
Yeah. But that's what Pop is over there doing, warming those through.
And who knew? See, he could have told me I've been hours doing this.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, Jeannie's been making the patties, making them. You know what I mean? No, had no clue.
Yeah.
No clue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
those
they're
are
good.
I will put my.
But I will say,
really good,
I will say that he does warm those with love. That's like they're good.
Definitely.
They're good.
Oh, there's nothing. I'm all for this. If you can cut a little bit, you know what I mean, and
the socializing and the food is important. You know how we are.
Yeah. It is important, but also
plan.
Yeah. But it is very good to have that time where you're not spending, hours and hours and hours, because actually I have done that before where I've been at the grill and just hours of fixing, the food and, and my mascara runs again when I grill.
And it's the important thing is the get together, right? I mean, food is a lot of people's love language, but when you can do it that way and get more time to set it, and don't get me wrong, Pop would do it either way. He doesn't care. He loves doing that, but it even is just like, well, it gives him more time to sit there and socialize.
But I like the relationship, and you can have that with the deli people and the bakery people. You get that relationship with them, and then you tell what you want or what you need, and then they can work with you. They can give you tips and ideas, right?
And you roll up to Natalie, and she's like, "Oh, you want the good stuff?"
Natalie,
it's like back in the day. Oh, here, come in the back. Here's the good stuff. Everything's the good stuff. But Natalie would be like, "Oh, this is what you need to go with this. I know you like this."
And she knew exactly how much I need. She's got to know my family here. You know what I mean? And she's like, she helped me out on that. You know what I mean? She's like, I'm going to write down. So next time, whenever you have a get together, we'll know exactly what you'll need. Yeah. She has I have my own little Becky file back there.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
And she does that for everybody.
Oh, I know.
But the funny thing about that, there's something good about going up and saying, hey, we've got this, and I know your family likes this. What about this?
Absolutely.
It's just
any time you can cut a little bit of corners, all for it. All right. Speaking of that, I'm going to segue right in, okay? This is actually, we know that everything's up. Gas prices are up. Groceries are up. Everything's up, right? Mm-hmm. So here's ways. This is a little bit of a grocery store. This is the way grocery stores and everybody cannot keep the prices down, right?
Right.
But here are some ways that we can do by saving a little. Okay? All right. So buying more items on sale, mm-hmm. which, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of times, like I'll make out my weekly list, but I'll leave room for if I find things on sale. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? To change my meal plans.
Right.
Right?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. See what's on sale. Shifting to store brands on some products.
Yes.
And you cannot tell a difference on a lot of the store brands.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Buying the great value.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I will tell you one example of that is the steamable vegetables. Those are good year round, right?
Uh-huh.
And that's a great side. And the store brand is you can't tell a difference.
Right.
And another thing to add to that is store brands are go on sale more often than some of the name brands. Yeah. So it's another way to make savings too. But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, buying in bulk. So like the big paper towels or the big toilet paper, the bigger ones you can buy, the better you're going to do.
Yep.
Working off of a list.
That's the thing.
And not leaving the list at home. Can I put that?
Yes.
You're supposed to put it on your on your phone.
Yes. The list I work off is from a text.
Yes.
I got a couple of sources that at any given moment my list.
Well, and when they find you're actually shopping, that's when, can you pick this up for me? Can you get me this? Can you change this? Can you do this? Yes. So that actually, working off a list will help you not to impulse buy as much.
Right.
Right. I mean,
Right.
and when you go hungry, I'm going to say that when you go to the grocery store hungry,
Don't do it.
it's
No, yeah.
it's a trap. Don't fall
It is
into
a trap. It is a trap. It is a trap.
It happens
Absolutely.
because everything looks good.
Yes.
I mean, there's so many ways to play this.
Absolutely. And yes. So
All right.
don't. But the other thing
Okay,
is that if you are getting ready to grocery shop and you are hungry, you go through the self-checkout lane and you get you some little snacky type thing. Eat that first. And then by the time you start shopping, when you get into your shopping thing, that immediate, you've had that immediate hunger that just gets rid of.
Yeah.
So that helps you. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Some good help. Just saying.
And always room for Reese's Cup.
Oh, it happens. The struggle is real.
Yeah.
Okay. Substituting similar, less expensive meats and vegetables, like you said, the vegetables, like getting the the frozen vegetables. There's not a difference. There's no difference.
Right.
There's no difference
Absolutely.
at all. I mean, because I eat enough broccoli and frozen broccoli that if you can substitute it and get the store brand broccoli, no difference. Let's see here, and I guess that's pretty well it. But those are just some tips to do. I also, like you said, try not to go hungry, or try to either eat before or go when you go to the store. But also, looking to see, and there's a lot of great deals if you just kind of keep an eye out. Be ready to change. You know what I mean? What? Somebody's laughing at us.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. So, yeah.
What, do they have a better tip for us?
No. They said all good tips, except I would choose 2 Reese cups to start the shopping.
There you go.
Experience.
Oh, definitely. Well, they have the king, the 3.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Don't hold out on me.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to know that they're paying attention.
And you talked about Funyuns. I saw actually. This is you can go on YouTube and watch how Funyuns are made. Do you know Funyuns really are no onions? There's no onions at all. There's no onions at all in a Funyun. But you can't beat a good Funyun. You know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah.
No. The hot ones are good, and the
I've
steak.
Never had the hot ones.
They have the steak flavored, the steakhouse flavored ones. It's like grilled onions and steakhouse.
Yeah.
But
all
just good old regular.
So we do talk a lot about junk food, which or desserts, but let's talk about your produce, because the strawberries are. I just want everybody to get strawberries right now. This is the time. Strawberry season is peaking. It's there, and it's like candy.
Yes.
The blueberries, the raspberries, the vegetable trays,
the blackberries are really good.
We need to, because we need to promote some of this healthy.
Yes, and I will say that when you're sitting there and you're going to reach for a snack, you don't feel so bad at the end of the day when you wiped out a container of strawberries as compared to a container of Funyuns or whatever.
How about peanut M&Ms?
Yeah, well,
yeah. So
I mean, there's a lot to be said about washing down the blackberries with the packed peanut M&Ms or peanut butter M&Ms. Right?
Oh,
but yeah, I mean that's things that and actually you think about a lot of times we snack on heavy stuff with a lot of oil, and I mean it tastes good. Obviously, we like it, but you actually sleep better if your snack before dinner is fruit.
I never knew that.
Yeah, because it doesn't have it. Your body doesn't have to work so hard to break that down and process all that processed food and the oils and everything. Just natural fruit. Just your body doesn't have to work so hard.
And I think like when you are filling up a refrigerator, let's say for a family, and you're trying to keep it filled, if you put those, we know this, and I'm not by no means am I an expert, but like if you have those healthy snacks available, like if you have those carrots already ready to go, or the celery ready to go, you know what I mean, or the vegetables or the fruit ready to go, easy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a lot, or like an apple sitting there.
Right.
Which your apples are really good. I've really been on apple.
Honeycrisp apples are just amazing.
Those are my favorite.
Those are just amazing.
Yeah. That's like cream candy. I mean,
but we've got it to where, and there's all varieties, but we've got it to where the apples that are already cut up for you.
Oh.
You don't have to save
they
time.
Come with caramel.
Well, that's true, but I wasn't going to mention that part. That's self-explanatory when you get there. It's like, oh, look at this caramel dip that happens to be right next to
I know, and you know what? It just happens to be a part of it.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But yeah, so they're already ready for you. And a snack during the summer that is a hit at my house, and I don't know why, is I can't keep turnips in the crisper drawer.
Oh, don't even. Yeah.
I mean, and I love them too.
Yeah.
But can't keep them.
Well, and then we're on this. This is really good, and this comes from my daughter Allie. I will name drop her on this because this is a good positive. She actually started air frying radishes. Oh. It's almost like it feels like you're eating a potato, but the radishes. And we looked up radishes.
I knew I liked Allie.
Yeah, we looked up how healthy they are for you. Okay, like growing up,
and I love the peppery and radishes and turnips and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you will love this. Air fry them. But like growing up at our supper table, we would have radishes a lot. And then I don't know why, but I just don't usually get a lot of radishes. Now we've been buying the radishes because you air fry them and you put a little seasoning on them, and I promise they're just, it's another alternative. And it's fun though that we're introducing.
So just to make it like a chip?
No. We do it. It looks like a potato.
Oh, you do it whole. Okay.
Yeah, kind of. Well, not whole, but I kind of half them or cube them.
Right.
And it looks like a potato. No,
Well, speaking of that, there's a lot of people that do mashed potatoes. They do half turnips. I know it's not a radish, but half turnips and half potatoes, and it makes it healthier for you, and that gives that automatic peppery taste. So I'm going to try that with the radishes.
Oh, they're delicious.
Did you do it with turnips?
I haven't done it with turnips, but I know I'm all for it. You know you could. And then Brussels sprouts. And I know, hang on, easy, because Mr. White really, when I say Brussels sprouts, I get a face. There's a face being made, you know.
That producer face. We've seen that producer face.
I had a big talk with him and told him, you know, I'm going to be fixing Brussels sprouts for supper tonight. Okay?
Yeah, it's funny.
So this is like
Mr. White.
I know.
You know, you got to psych him up for it. I'm just going to tell you, it's 6 a.m., but we're having Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, it's 6 a.m. in the morning, but tonight for supper, there's going to be Brussels sprouts on the table. I have to mentally prepare him for this, to know when he gets in the door, this is going to be on the table. So I said, here's the thing, okay? Because you know how you always try to read things and figure out if you're, you know, as how to introduce different tastes, right? Mm-hmm. So I said, here's what we need to do. They say that the parents need to be eating the food, and then that will show the children to eat it. You know what I mean? Introduce it, okay?
Yeah.
So I said there will be Brussels sprouts on our supper table. So, you know, make sure you take some Brussels sprouts, okay? So here it is, supper time. There sits the Brussels sprouts, and I see the face. I know the face. He's, you know what I mean? But he's trying to do a good poker face so that the girls will realize that this is good food, right?
Yes.
To eat this, okay? Because I like Brussels sprouts.
Oh, I love Brussels sprouts.
So all of a sudden, he puts the Brussels sprout in the mouth, okay? Then, okay, I see the face. I see he excuses himself, okay? He comes back, sits down. So, you know, the mystery, you know, he's ate the Brussels sprout, right? Later, I find it in the toilet. Note to self, Brussels sprouts do not flush. Okay. You know how they say toilets that have, like, you can flush 22 golf balls?
Yeah.
Brussels sprouts, you cannot. No, this is
they defy gravity.
You cannot flush a Brussels sprout. So, needless to say, one of the girls, this is Brussels sprout in the toilet.
Guess that didn't break down.
That's a parent failure.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But now, hang on. Now we take Brussels sprouts and you kind of squash them, okay? And you put like different seasonings, Italian seasonings, and you air fry them. I think you can almost air fry everything and make it good. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think you're right. I do agree with that.
A little bit of seasoning, ranch seasoning, a little bit of, you know, whatever kind of seasoning you want to put on there, salt, pepper, and you air fry them. They are good. And now, okay, he didn't eat peas. Now, I do have him eating peas now. You know what I mean? And that's something that he,
good.
You know.
No, I mean, how can you? I just don't understand.
You got to eat your spinach, baby.
Yeah, I mean.
So I've got him on peas, but I
have some fun of eating peas is chasing them around the plate as they roll everywhere.
Yeah, to use a fork or a spoon, you know. And you know they really say that makes a big difference, you know. And then they say eating ice cream with a fork now. Have you heard that?
Well,
I
that's crazy talk. Is all I'm gonna say.
who comes up with this
Well,
stuff?
it's the impatient person that doesn't want to wait for it to soften up a little
Yeah,
bit
they
for you
just-
to get the spoon in there.
They
So
are
I'm
saying
going
that-
to I'm going to damage the ice cream with a fork.
Yeah.
That's just
yeah,
brutal.
yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
no. There's
So-
something wrong with that. I blame the Russians.
There you go. Somebody, some other country.
Something
Crazy. Yeah.
That's crazy. But you're talking about Brussels sprouts.
Okay.
I love Brussels sprouts. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So you get I haven't ever air fried them, but I have gotten the steamable ones, and they have them in the bag, and,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
4 minutes, they're done, right? Take them out of that, put them on a cookie sheet, and smash them down with a fork, and then put whatever seasoning you want to put on them. I like to put cracked black pepper and
Ooh.
the Parmesan ranch. It's grilling
Yeah.
seasoning, but put a little bit of that on there and put them under the broiler on low for like 4 minutes, and it kind of crisps them up that they're already cooked, and oh my, they're good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I definitely,
So, and they're also good just if you steam them and then take them out, put a little bit of olive oil and some onion powder and some garlic powder, and you're good to go.
Absolutely. And I think that's the thing when you try to introduce different foods, like from Brussels sprouts to turnips to radishes.
Yeah.
These are all good, healthy foods. And if you're trying to, introduce them and bring them into your meals, this is good ways to do this. You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna have to try to air fry the radishes.
I can't
love
wait.
radishes,
I
too.
think you're gonna love them. Yeah.
I'm the radish person, and the others are which I like turnips.
Yeah.
But that's their snack of choice.
I radished the thought that you didn't turn up your nose at what I just said. Oh, Bradley.
That's good.
That's very good.
That's good.
Yeah.
I had to think about that from this thing. Yes.
Yes. So
Correct.
you can say that tonight or at supper, whenever. Yeah. I radished the thought.
And you can also use an apple slicer core thing for your turnips if they're not too hard.
That's a good idea. That's a real good idea.
A little bit. You can.
Well, I got that hot dog. You put it in there and it twists the hot dogs.
Yeah.
And I did talk to the hot dog guy, and he said that like kind of caramelizes. It brings the hot dog it makes it a spiral.
Yeah.
And they really are good.
That does sound good.
No, they're really good.
Again, can't go wrong with the dog.
It's almost like a candy. It's almost I promise you'll eat more hot dogs than you ever did. I mean, you wouldn't even realize you'll just be.
It's like putting brown sugar on bacon. Bacon.
Doing.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, they're coming out with a new kind of nail polish. Okay, remember how? Segue right in, because this is what's funny is they come out with macaroni and cheese ice cream, which I did try.
I'm not a fan.
No,
I'm with you on that.
No.
The pizza one I'm not a fan of that either.
No, they're just not. But they tried.
I did like the hot honey one though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So now they've got a new Velveeta cheese scented nail polish. Okay, I don't really know on Velveeta cheese. I'm trying to think of, is that
Does it stay scented, or is it just when you're putting it on?
All right, here we go. All right, well, I'm so glad you asked.
That's important.
It's old-fashioned, outdated, to kiss a woman's hand by greeting her. These days, most people would say it's cheesy, and now it really is cheesy, literally. Velveeta has launched a new cheese-scented nail polish, so there's finally a way for a woman to look and smell like she just made some macaroni and cheese and hasn't washed her hands. It's called Velveeta Pinkies Out Polish, and it includes a cheese-scented red and yellow nail polish duo for $15. They're also selling that Velveeta nail stickers for $4.99. I wonder if there's the scratch and smell. Right? To be clear, the nail polish just smells like Velveeta. It wasn't made with it. It's definitely what you eat, so don't eat it. Of course, now they have to tell people not to eat. Years ago, they never had to put directions not to eat stuff. And we knew not to eat Thai.
Sometimes I think they should take warnings off stuff.
I know. I mean,
let Mother Nature take its course.
I've heard that before. Also, Velveeta said that these are vegan and cruelty-free. So there's nothing been cruel. It's cruel to do these. It's cruel to read this. Well, so they spared animals of having to wear these. So anyway, so if you put this on your little poodle or my house hippo would not sit still. No, my house hippo would not. She ain't about that lifestyle.
She'd be like, "Have you lost your mind?"
Yeah, that's right. You ain't put no unless the Velveeta cheese is going in my
Yes,
mouth.
yes,
That's
yes.
yeah. You ain't
I'm
putting
living a good life, and that is not part of it.
No.
Yeah.
That is not in the deal. Yeah. Yeah.
So, why? My first question.
I don't know
is
why. I know. Who thinks of this? Who's
Why?
sitting at? Do not just. I always wonder who's sitting around the table and just throwing this stuff out. Right? I mean,
But
come on.
how weird would that be that you're like in some meeting,
I know.
some
I know.
serious meeting, and all of a sudden you're like, "Does anybody besides me smell?"
I wonder, like, if the sun hits it.
Are we having
like,
mac
would
and
it be
cheese for
would
lunch?
it be like a
What's
grilled
going on?
cheese smell? I mean,
What's that?
right?
What's
I know. Is somebody cooking?
Yeah, and then the person that wears it talks with their hands,
Yeah.
so people
Which
don't
you know I
realize it's
do.
wafting
Yeah.
it everywhere. You would.
It'd be going everywhere.
And
Yeah,
be like,
that's right.
I don't see a bowl of mac and cheese, but I smell a bowl of mac and cheese. I mean, wouldn't that be?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know why.
Again, I go back to why.
Why? Why are they doing that? I don't know. But they have different colors too. So.
Well, maybe it might be a good thing. So it would help fight foot odor if you were wearing tennis shoes and socks.
If you put it on your toes, there you go. I don't know what that
but
would smell
then
like.
people would be like,
but that'd be sweaty cheese.
well, right in the summertime, you take your tennis shoes off and go,
what is that?
Why does it smell like sweaty mac and cheese?
Ew,
You know, and
my
you know
gosh.
there's going to be somebody that puts it on their
my gosh, yeah. That's just, no.
Yeah,
no,
especially
no.
teenagers. Their feet
that
stink
ain't, no,
anyway.
we don't need that. No, we don't need that. Or if you're at the poolside and someone's on a floaty and you smell mac and cheese, because
I smell coconut, tanning oil, and mac and cheese. Why?
Come on. Now, actually, I mean, if they did have like a coconut smell or something, maybe I could be a little bit more. Why mac and cheese?
See, that would, to me,
that, yes.
I think that would be, you would definitely need that. The mac and cheese, no. I don't.
I don't understand it. I don't. Yeah. It's a new one on me, but it is going to be coming out, and I'm sure Walmart will have it somewhere.
Yes,
I'm sure it will be over there on the aisle.
Sure.
Okay.
You know.
Don't know how well it'll be sold.
It's just like certain things. Just because they make it doesn't mean you need it.
Right. Exactly.
But I think that's kind of cool though that they have the technology that they can have something that will continue to have an odor.
Yeah.
So they should use it for good and make like a coconut or a pineapple or something.
Yes. And they don't have to use they're not using it's crazy how you take a scent. So you take, like, let's say the Velveeta cheese smell, and you're not using any Velveeta cheese. You're actually creating that scent.
Yes. Chemically.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, right?
Yeah. And a lot of those things, they get it spot on.
I know. Yeah. It's like it really.
It keeps scientists in work.
Yeah. Like the case in point we just talked about the Funyuns.
Yeah.
There's no onions.
Yeah.
But you swear you're eating an onion.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, right.
You eat a Funyun?
Right.
I mean, it's like.
And technically, like, Pringles are not a potato chip.
True.
They're crisp because all that stuff's ground up, a powder, and then formed and fried.
So it's not actually there is a potato, right?
There's potato in there.
Is there a potato involved?
Like ground up potato.
So they don't slice the
It's
potatoes?
into a powder. No, it's in the powder form.
I had no clue.
And then it's pressed into a shape.
Whoa, you're blowing my mind up there.
Yes.
So they're taking potatoes and grinding them up and putting them actually in the form of a chip.
Yeah. That's how they get that form.
I had no clue.
Yes, that's why technically there was lawsuits about it when it first came out because you couldn't call it a potato chip. It had to be called a potato crisp.
Okay. That's really
one of those random documentaries like when I watched about M&Ms and Mars Company.
Yeah. So another question. Okay, now, so real quick, I know we're getting close on time, but have you seen Top Gun?
I have not. We're supposed to go Friday.
Okay.
But, life happens.
Yes.
But, so apparently tomorrow night is the night.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to be spoiling, you know what I mean? But there's going to be controversy, right?
Right.
So there's going to be, there's always that, there's going to have to be something happen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if you'll notice, they talk about like an enemy, but they never tell who the enemy is. So I'm convinced that's what we need to do. Like when you were talking about the people that that we are, doing stuff.
Yes.
It's pay attention to that. Yeah. They never talks about who
Okay.
who the enemy is in this scenario.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah. I can't wait. I'm trying my best. I want to say more, but I'm one of those.
I do.
If I go with you, I'll be talking about it. Wait, Bradley, for this. This is gonna blow your
Well,
mind.
and it's funny you say that because someone went Friday and said to me, "When you go, pay attention."
Wait, that is such a generic statement.
No,
I mean,
like,
would you not? I mean, like, I could stand there
why
at
would I
the
not pay
movie theater and
attention?
say to the people,
I just
pay attention.
dismissed it as they know me.
Pay attention.
But I pay attention to stuff like
Well,
that.
I think you're
But
totally.
now
you are attention to detail.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I love the mystery things because I like to solve them before anybody else does.
Yes, but I don't think there's anywhere that talks about who the
And they just said you'll miss stuff if you don't pay attention. Well, that's any movie.
What do you think you're gonna miss? I don't think.
I don't know.
Tom Cruise doing his own stunts. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like amazing. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. So I think you'll really like it. It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
I'm excited.
So I can't wait. Yeah. So we'll have to do a recap.
I'm gonna have to figure out who.
Yeah.
Who I think.
Whoever eats the last bit of popcorn.
Like
that's the enemy. That's the one enemy.
Like,
okay.
You know, I suffer through like the Murder on the Nile, the Agatha Christie stuff. You know, and that's not like the type of. It's not exciting and stuff like that.
Right.
But that's like, I watch that stuff because I want to even without reading the book or whatever. I want to figure out who did it.
Yeah. Now, do you start like really trying to figure out before it comes towards the ending, or do you just let your mind just stay in the moment and just? How are you? Like, are you already overthinking this? Or like thinking,
I start out in the beginning looking for clues because I found that a lot of times in the beginning they give you clues that you need to pay attention to.
Like, why is she allergic to blueberries? I mean, you know what I mean? And they'll say it like, make sure she don't have blueberries or something like that.
Or why did that person insist on changing rooms with someone else?
Yes. And why did she always wear those red shoes?
Yeah.
Always
favorite colors. Look for those clues.
But then they do throw you off sometimes.
They do throw you. They put stuff in there that goes, oh.
It did not
you
matter.
got to look for that one person that is like, paying attention to everyone, but they're not focusing on the fact that they're paying attention to everyone.
Yeah. So
sorry. Yeah.
Right, and just because years ago the butler always did it, doesn't mean the butler did it today. You know what I mean? So you got to keep an eye open because it could be somebody that you don't even think. Or I love twists like that. You know, whenever I didn't see that coming, or I didn't know that was going to happen. Right?
Yes.
Those are and I'm like that with comedy too. Like I like the unpredictable. Okay, like when you see a video of a young child swinging a bat and you see a dad there, you know what's going to happen.
Oh, and it's funny. You laugh every time.
Yes. But whenever it's when you did not see something happening, you know what I mean?
Yes.
The stupid humor is just
or you see the ones that you either know the dad's going to get smashed or the camera is going to get smashed.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. But I do like the ones that you go, oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, those are my favorite. Like whenever somebody has that weird sense of humor that puts that weird stuff in there, and it's just like, and Adam Sandler does a lot of that.
Oh yeah, he's funny.
He's very funny. David Spade does a lot of that stuff. You know what I mean?
And one thing that one movie I like is I like the movie Clue. Do you know why?
Oh, yeah.
Because at the end they go through that. Well, it could have happened like this, and they give a killer.
Yeah.
And then say, oh, or did it? It could have happened like this, and then they say, oh, but it happened like this. I just love that because it's like all the things led up to 3 possible scenarios, and it's like the game.
Yeah.
When you really think about it, there's different people can come up with different scenarios, and in different ways, you can see why they would come up with it. I just think that's stuff like that's fun.
Yeah, definitely.
And that movie is hilarious. When Madeline Kahn has the headache and they're still talking about, they go on and talk about something else, and she's going, it's just pulsing and pulsing and pulsing. Well, they're still talking about something else. She was hilarious, I think. And then she falls down on the steps when they're running, and she just lays down on the steps. I mean, stuff like that. That's the stuff that's funny.
Yeah, those extra, just because, and they just did it. They probably wasn't even in the script. They just did it. You know what I mean? Just go on.
Yeah,
do their
you
own
hear
thing.
those stories
When
about
they do their own
ad-libbing,
thing,
you
yes,
know.
that's my favorite. Yes,
Like
just,
Betty White used to do
oh,
that on the Golden Girls, you know.
completely,
They
yeah.
would be, I mean, there's they left in some where, you know, the others were almost cracking up
Oh,
just
how could
because
you
she was
not?
just ad-libbing and going
Yes, yes.
crazy.
And if you watch them, you know they're biting their tongue. They're
Yeah.
trying their best to keep that
Yeah.
straight face, you know.
Yeah.
That's
And
why,
the movie The Proposal that she
Oh,
was in,
don't even.
the scene around the fire
Oh
where
my
she was
gosh,
dancing
yes.
and stuff, she
So-
ad-libbed that whole thing.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, she ad-libbed. Well, they said this is kind of what we want to do,
Yeah.
and they were gonna. She didn't say the word she was supposed to. She just
I had
ad-libbed,
no clue
and
on
the,
that, and I
the
love that. Yes.
crew was cracking
Oh, how
up.
could you not?
Like was and
Yeah.
just like that's
We
why in a
know.
lot of that you don't. They had to go back and film the scenes of the other people that she was in the scene with,
Yeah.
their faces, because in the moment they were laughing
Oh,
and they were just and
How
she
could
kept
you not?
going.
Oh yeah.
She kept
Oh,
going.
I love that. Yeah. That's,
And my favorite line from that, when she would fake being having the heart attack or whatever,
Yeah.
and then she like, well, okay, now let's go to the airport or whatever, and then that boy said, I'm not taking her or whatever, and she said, don't make me call your mother.
That's
She
it.
ad-libbed that, and that's one of the funniest things.
Oh.
Don't make me call your mother.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, she
Okay,
ad-libbed
that's even better. Yeah.
Yeah.
When they just go, when they
Yeah.
do their own thing, that's the best. The
Yeah.
best. Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, it is.
I digress on that.
No. I love that. Well, it's summertime. It's fun time, and then we got Jurassic Park coming out.
Oh, yes.
That one's coming out soon. So
Yeah.
a lot of movies coming out this summer, and fun time. And
Yeah, I like the Jurassic Park series. I like.
I do too.
That's just it's interesting and kind of cool, you know. And it's funny how they decided, you know, which we won't know. We don't know, obviously, but I just think it's funny how they mixed all the horns and everything to make the T-Rex sound.
Oh,
I just think that's cool
it's
because it
way
rattles
cool.
in your chest
Totally.
and everything.
Yeah,
and, you know,
definitely.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
And and real quick on the comedy, I learned this one with Abbott and Costello, that the straight man gets paid more because they have to keep that straight face.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
So
I was at the comedy man.
I-
Oh no, I'd
couldn't.
I'd be on the floor in a
Yeah.
probably.
I mean,
you know that.
I'm-
You have to watch it.
we both.
Gotta cut her off from laughing.
I mean,
I'm telling you, yeah, it's not.
Yes.
It's not good.
When we're in tears on political coverage.
It's so bad, so bad. Thank goodness there was a table. Thank goodness.
And you were talking about Abbott and Costello, Laurel and Hardy.
Oh yeah.
Something that I thought was interesting, and I'm showing my nerd side, but I watched these documentaries,
Oh, I love those,
about
yeah.
all these people. But Stan Laurel was the smaller one, right?
I get confused. Yeah.
But growing up, as his daughter was growing up, she was scared to be around Oliver Hardy because all she saw was him beating up on her dad and
Oh my
being mean to her dad.
gosh. Oh
And
wow.
until she got a little bit older, she didn't want to be around him, and she was scared of him because she thought he was mean to her dad.
That's a little fun fact, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little something when you think about it
Yeah.
as a child,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh
And
wow.
and he was her godfather, and
Oh.
she was scared to death of him, you know. And I think that's interesting that later on, you know, she just, you know, talked about what a wonderful person he was and everything. And but this is
That's
stuff
cool.
like that's interesting.
Yeah.
So they did their job, kind of. You know?
Definitely.
But those two are funny too.
Oh, all of it. Yeah. All of it's good.
Yeah.
Definitely. Bradley, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, we
Time
do.
flies.
Yes.
All right, let's thank our sponsors this morning.
All right, we've got Walmart, Meadowview Healthcare, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Upland, Celebrity Home Loans LLC, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, and Fox for Lee Wealth Management.
Yay. Thank you to our great sponsors. And Bradley, thanks for hanging out with me.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Have a great day.
Hey, it's fun. Remember me? Miss you, buddy. Look, I know it's been a minute, but we gotta get the fans back out to Holiday World. They've got three of the top 5 water coasters in the world. Remember getting soaked on Mammoth and Cheetah Chase? Or screaming down monster roller coasters like Thunderbird and Voyage? Tickets are still at holidayworld.com. Oh, the kids want to say something. Go ahead. Have you ever thought you'd like to buy and sell houses but didn't know how or where to get the money? My name is Ron LeGrand, and over the past 40 years, I've bought over 3,000 houses without using my money or credit and gotten thousands to do the same. Today, even in a virtual environment, we buy nice houses in nice neighborhoods using no banks, realtors, contractors, or other costly entanglements. Build huge cash flow and wealth without the hassle of tenants, all without credit but with no money. You don't need a license or experience, and I'll show you exactly how it's done. Text Ron to 99-799 and I'll send you my free training. I promise I'll change the way you think about real estate and open the door to a new lifestyle that doesn't.
Rick and Bubba's in Ohio.
Rick and Bubba. Pass the gravy, please. Rick and Bubba. Oh, it brings me to my knees. Rick and Bubba. I can't start another. Rick and Bubba. Day without him, brother. Rick and Bubba. Oh, there is no other.
6 minutes past the hour of the Rick and Bubba Show. 866 We Be Big is the number. Got a good comment that I didn't get in that you'll love. Speedy, the real Greg Burgess, Helmsy, Eddie Van Adler, the gang, all here. Father's Day is coming up next weekend. Father's Day coming up next weekend. Shop the store at rickandbubba.com. Find goodies, lots of stuff there for Dad. And you can go and grab that. Also, themanchurch.com, great gift ideas and some specials there as well. Speaking of that, next weekend, of course, Gridiron Men's Conference coming up to Huntsville, Alabama. You've heard us talk about that. Matter of fact, we've interviewed Kirk Cameron and also Tebow that'll be speaking there. A lot of you be going there. I got that as a gift. And then also next Saturday night, I'll be in Shelbyville, Tennessee, there at First Baptist Church. I'll be speaking at their men's event that evening, and you can get tickets to that as a gift or just for yourself. And I'll see you there next Saturday night. They have a dinner ticket that includes a meal, or if you don't care about the meal, you can just buy a ticket to come to the actual event. And also, we're sending out men at man churches through the last part of June. Follow us on social media or just go to themanchurch.com. You can find those. So, Bubba, do you have anything else to add on Matthew McConaughey and or the deal with the FBI before we move into this next thing?
It's
I know the thing you said in the break, though, I wanted to hit. You said you didn't know if this committee had the authority to say that Trump can't run for president again.
Yeah, I know if, Trump was impeached twice.
Right.
And which just means you're brought to the Senate for a hearing.
Right.
Neither time they removed him from office.
Right.
Now, if you remove him, of course, I think the last time he was already out.
Right.
If you remove a president from office, then you take a vote on blocking him from ever running again.
Right.
Now, the January 6th committee is not law enforcement.
Right.
Okay. This is not a judge. This is not charges that have been filed by the DC police. When the Congress does it, it's usually more of a political thing.
Right.
And, this obviously has that look to it. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure Peter Navarro knows what he's talking about because I don't know. Okay. And I'm the first one to tell you that. But I don't know how they could prevent him from that. I don't know how they can get to that conclusion.
Does anybody know? Because I see what they're
somebody
trying.
help us out here.
I see what they're trying to do. So somebody answer this question. Here's what they're trying to do. Donald Trump is an insurrectionist and he cannot run for president again because he's dangerous and his supporters are dangerous. I understand that's what they're doing. That's obvious. But does that hold any legal water, to your point? And would just because somebody thinks that about you, does that keep you from running for president? Are they trying to paint a picture that we as the country will reject his candidacy? And are they just trying to hurt that he can't get enough support to win? Because enough people will be afraid of him and they'll cast him as a vote for him means you're an insurrectionist and you're evil and all this. And they're just trying to make it harder for him to have victory. But it sounds like, are they trying to do something that he won't even get to run?
So I know in the past when we've had guests on that were familiar with these things, impeachment and all this, they would say that impeachment and prosecution of the president is a political process and they could remove the president from office. But a lot of times the evidence that comes out of those hearings could be used in criminal prosecution.
Yeah.
But it hasn't that I'm aware of, because I don't remember us removing the president in my lifetime. So I don't know. I think, did we ever remove one? Or I know Clinton was impeached.
All right, so
but
Nixon left.
removed.
Nixon left before we could remove
He
him.
resigned on his own.
Clinton was in position to be removed, but even the Republicans says, I just don't think we should remove the president.
Right.
And they didn't think that was good for the country.
Even though he lied under oath.
Sure.
It looks like to me, just a quick Google search, that committee could make a referral to the Justice Department that Trump they have evidence of criminal.
So it's like what we're talking about. They can't do it, but they could, evidence that could come out of this could be referred or picked up by some legal entity, right?
Yeah, that's just a quick search and me not reading much about it. That's what I'm seeing here, but I'll look into it more.
So I don't know.
We're all learning. We're in uncharted waters here.
Now, the part that's not up for debate, they're trying to cast him in the image that I just said.
Yes.
That we all know. But what that really means, other than they're just hoping to win the appeal of the people against him,
right?
I don't know they legally can keep him from running. And hey, let me tell you something. He's gonna run.
Oh yeah.
I
think you're going to see that.
All right, so they're looking into having evidence, and they claim they have enough evidence to refer President Trump for obstructing a congressional proceeding and conspiring to defraud the American people. Some of the committees say that they don't need to make the referral; it's going to backfire on them. But the Justice Department appears to be ramping up this wide range investigation. The investigation, I should say. So making a referral could make a criminal case, and so that's kind of,
I guess that's the road they're on. Yeah,
it's better get it done before November.
Yeah. So anyway, you think if Trump runs,
it's going to look a little different after that.
Do you think if Trump runs again? Now remember, he did not win last time.
Right.
Now, I know that we can say 2,000 mules and all that, which is very compelling. But let's say that everything is straight up. They can't get monkeypox.
Right.
They really have messed up by loading the latest terror into the monkeypox wagon. Everybody's really investigating monkeypox, saying, you know what, if I'm not intimate with somebody and I can increase my chances if it's inside my own gender, if that's not what I plan on doing, and the fact that I think I don't know where we're at now. I know that we were all turning upside down over the one case of monkeypox we had in our country. I just don't think the monkeypox scare is going to work. I see they're trying to make us afraid of COVID again, but we've kind of all, there's the pop in case you're wondering. They're trying to make us, they're realizing that I think that we're slowly not being as terrified of COVID as we once were, because, people are surviving it. The hospitalizations are down. Now they tried you heard me talk about this the other day, the numbers you're seeing aren't real. I mean, it's much worse than that.
Right.
But they can't find a way to manipulate hospitalizations and deaths, and so they can't quite get us terrified of that enough. So if everybody goes out and gets to straight up vote like we normally vote under the voting laws, things that are outrageous, like identifying yourself, dead people not voting, those kind of things. If all those things are, going in and, and dumping votes and vote, unsupervised,
thousands of mules.
But if none of those things happen, do you think Trump can actually come back and win again?
I go back again to the small group of people that actually decide the election. When just based on numbers that's easily, you can look up and research it for yourself. No matter what the situation, when you go to the polls, about 48% of the people are going to vote Democrat. About 45 are going to vote Republican. So you have about 5% that can swing it. And for it to swing Republican, you got to have pretty much all 5% go that way. And they usually go that way when they're fed up. They were fed up with the Clintons and Hillary.
So
the
true.
reason Donald went in, Trump went in the first time.
True, yeah.
And he did not win by a big margin. It was a small margin in a couple of key things. This time, if you look at the numbers, assuming they were correct, he lost by a slim margin in some key areas. And the breakdown of that later on was the suburban moms that didn't like him being a bully. I mean, that's the best we can take out of it. So are those same moms willing to put up with mean text and a bully because they can't afford to drive the station wagon around? That's really where it's going to come down to.
Yeah.
Now, if it is another candidate other than Trump, would they be more apt to support them? Some people say yes. Some people want Trump back. I don't know. But it was strange because so many Republicans won. You know, usually if the president at the top of the ticket goes, he has, you know, what they call coattails. Well, the coattails was there, but he didn't win.
Right.
So that either was a real disdain for him personally or monkey business at the polls. That's the only two things it can be. Right. I mean, and I'm talking in very general terms.
And first things first, see that 48 versus 45 is an uphill climb for the executive office. But when it comes to Congress, you can make ground.
Yes. Because districts tend to lean one way or the other much more heavily.
Right.
But there is a sense out there of being fed up to a Jimmy Carter level.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that. When San Francisco says that the prosecutor for the city is too liberal, he's not doing enough against crime. When San Francisco says you're too liberal and does a recall on you, that's a problem.
And it's not just Charles Barkley talking about.
No.
We'll be back.
Rick and Bubba.
While you can't avoid allergy season, you can at least save on your prescription medications. With GoodRx, you can compare prescription prices at over 70,000 pharmacies, and you can find discounts of up to 80%. Even with insurance, GoodRx may beat your prescription copay. For simple, smart savings on prescriptions, go to goodrx.com/Bubba. That's goodrx.com/Bubba. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, Medicare, and Medicaid. In 2021, GoodRx users saved 81% on retail prescriptions. You can count on CarShield helping you to save you from expensive car repairs with protection plans that cover more parts than ever before. You choose the mechanic to do the work, and CarShield administrators handle the rest. And every protection plan includes coast-to-coast roadside assistance, rental car options, and trip reimbursement at no extra cost. Get coverage today at carshield.com/Bubba or call 1-800-391-8888 to save 10% on your plan. That's carshield.com/Bubba. Okay, folks, the MyPillow team is offering a huge BOGO extravaganza, and that means buy one, get one free on a bunch of their great products. Now's the time to join millions of Americans who have changed the quality of their sleep with MyPillow and improved their lives with other amazing products. Right now, you get to buy one, get one free pricing on bed sheets, Giza Elegance MyPillows, 6-piece towel sets, a roll and go anywhere MyPillows, and so much more. Go to MyPillow.com/Bubba for our special show savings and discounts, or RickandBubba.com.
I tend to second guess dinners with friends because they're often interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit Creon.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREON.com.
Sponsored by AbbVie.
Switching and saving with Geico is easy, so you're free to ponder life's big questions. Like, if a person can get discombobulated, does that mean the rest of the time they're just like combobulated? Are we humans always in a state of combobulation? Until, of course, something dramatic happens and we are discombobulated for a while. Then we go back to being combobulated. Yeah, that's probably how that works. Switch and save with Geico. It's easier than you think.
My name is Joey Greer. I'm an artist, and I'm back on here with Boot Barn. Baby, let's spend all day casting our cares away, setting our souls floating like a boat in a bottle of rum. Wherever that water's blue and that sky is too, I'll be sitting in the sand with you somewhere in the sun. You can learn more about the movement and listen to my music at bootbarn.com/backonair.
You can unlock more cash than you realize from your home's equity with a cash out refinance today. In the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. And with Rocket Mortgage, you can unlock thousands in less than 3 weeks. But you've got to act right now before rates go up. So when you're looking to unlock the cash in your home, Rocket can. Call 833-8ROCKET today or go to rocketmortgage.com to get started.
Rates current as of 12/12/21. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing limited license in all 50 states and MLS consumer access.org number 3030. Call 800-490-1233 for disclosures and cost information.
DQ presents the sound of an all-star summer lineup. Leading off, the promising rookie, new Oreo Dirt Pie. On deck, the fan favorite Girl Scout Thin Mints. Summer standouts, Drumstick with peanuts and cotton candy. And batting cleanup, it's you. With your red spoon and 6 summer blizzard flavors, official treat of MLB. All part of the new DQ All-Star Summer Blizzard lineup. DQ? Happy tastes good.
Have you tried the innovative Helix Sleep mattress yet? Well, we love it. If you need a new mattress, go to helixsleep.com/Bubba. Take the quiz, you order the mattress that you're matched to, and the mattress comes right to your door shipped for free. For a limited time, Helix is offering up to $350 off all mattress orders for our listeners at helixsleep.com/Bubba. That's helixsleep.com/Bubba for $350 off your mattress order. Or you can visit rickandbubba.com.
Kentuckiana's home for the best rock classics 24/7, 365, 97.9 WSL.
Minutes past the hour, the Rick and Bubba Show. 866 We Be Big is our number, and we thank you for being with us today. All right, so as we make our way back, Adler, give me a check 1 2 3 on your microphone, and make sure it's not coming through now. Light it up. Let's hear. Okay, we got it reset back. All right, now let me try this. Now. Let me see if I hear you now.
2 2 hey.
All right, there we go. Now let me see if I got it. Okay, good. All right, we got it resolved. We reset that, so we're good. All right, so Bubba, you said that one of the things going in to the November elections, which that's going to have a lot to do with limiting what. Now, keep in mind, if Biden's administration had got the Build Back Better thing through, inflation right now some estimate would be probably like 15%. We know it would. We think about how bad it is now, and we bridled that attempt. So one way you can stop administrations that are out of control. Our founding fathers put breakers in there because the Constitution is to limit government. Is going out there and voting for your senators and your representatives to try to make life difficult. And you're saying now we've seen in our nation's history when things get so bad, the American people join together and discuss. They finally cross party lines, and they say, we are all equally disgusted. And you're saying something interesting in San Francisco could be an indicator. Now, we're talking about San Francisco.
San Francisco, which most people would easily say the most liberal city in the country.
Yeah.
Their crime rate, murders are up 11%.
Shocker.
Robberies, 20%. You can go look at the numbers. They're all up. They had a recall election for their district attorney. Now, he's one of the new woke district attorneys. He don't want anybody to go to jail and bail, just it's a revolving door, all this stuff. He has been removed from office by the people of San Francisco.
On a recall?
On a recall vote, 61% wanted him out.
61%?
39% wanted him to stay, that number is incredibly high. I think that shows you the liberal lean of San Francisco.
Yeah, right.
So they will have to have a new election for their district attorney saying, we don't like the way the city's going. So, the recall election, in some cases, you can have a redo. And they did in San Francisco. Now, he came out, I saw his speech and said, we got problems and people are fed up and I got that. But the then he went into, all the people that had popped money into this to get him and all that stuff. So he's not really taking credit for his failures. But the people of San Francisco spoke pretty loud and clear on this. I mean, you don't see too many 61% votes.
Yeah. So, yeah, you might get something's close and you found some way to rebel rouse and get your way. 61%, and this is how delusional this, person is. He doesn't really think that people get upset, as Charles Barkley pointed out, and I've had many others who do business in San Francisco tell me this, and people who visited there, combination of the two. This place has turned into the nastiest, and the reason why is they said, well, there's just no rules here. Come from wherever you want to come from. Do whatever you want to do. Live on our streets. Relieve yourself on our streets. All this kind of stuff. Hey, this is going to be a place where you're not have to worry about the overreaching hand of the law. And so crime is up. Murders are up. Nastiness is up.
Oh, yeah, everything.
And he really thinks that they didn't recall him because of these things.
The speech I saw, he was not taking credit for it. He was agreeing.
Well, nobody takes credit for anything.
He was agreeing with everybody. Yeah, we got a problem, and I know everybody's fed up. But the reason I lost tonight was these people, their influence, their money, blah blah blah. So they'll get to vote again out there. But it's when you're in this woke mode, I understand you're appealing to a group of people. But I don't understand why they don't appeal to the group of people who actually are doing the right thing, trying to live correctly, live within the law, and make the city work, that actually go to work, pay taxes, and are good citizens. I don't understand why you're always appealing to the group who's not toting the load and doing their part. I understand not everybody's going to make it. I got that.
Yeah.
You never do. And you want to be sympathetic and try to help that the best you can. But you also want to set up a system that motivates them to do better, to get into society and be a contributing member of that. What they're doing out there is encouraging everybody who doesn't want to do that to come and be part of their big party they got going on.
Have we lost, and I know the answer is yes, but I just want to say it anyway. So have we lost? I want you to tell me the last time in your personal life or in public life you have seen anyone do the following. You know what? I really thought the best thing to do was A, B, C, and I got my way and I got in charge and I implemented A, B, and C, and it has been a total disaster. And how about this? I was just wrong. I thought this would be a good thing. It's obvious that I didn't think it through. And this has been a disaster. It is on me. It is my responsibility. And I'll save you the trouble. I'll remove myself.
Well, the closest we got to that was Janet Yeldon the other day at the Treasury Department saying, wow, I missed this. I was wrong.
Yeah, but
she actually
came
used
with
the
a
W
but.
word. Yeah.
Came with a but behind it. Which is a smelly subject.
Yeah, it is. It is. But here's the problem, Rick. A lot of folks on the left, this is not just politics for them. It's a religion. It's a way of life. Right. It's an indoctrination that they've had and a cause that they have fought for their whole life. So you can't say it's wrong. There has to be an excuse why it didn't work or why it didn't turn out the way I told everybody it would. Now, here's a fact, too. George Soros, who we hear so much about, he has spent about $40 million, and there's published reports on these, you can go look it up, to elect 75 woke prosecutors across our country. And the San Francisco guy was one of them. And, I don't understand Soros's deal. I mean, he obviously is the big lib. But what is it to gain by having so many criminals on the street doing what criminals do, commit crime? How does that help any cause that you're a part of? I don't follow it. Do you? Somebody help me out with it.
Are you just so naive you don't know that's what the result of these things will be?
Well, Rick, what could it be if you
Right.
you have prosecutors that won't prosecute criminals who are brought in and just put them right back out on the street with a slap on the hand when they ought to be locked up?
The George Soroses of the world really, really get under my skin. I'll tell you why. Because they've benefited from our constitutional republic.
Oh, yeah.
And they're trying to set up a system with that money they made so I can't.
Yeah.
Or you can't.
I don't follow that either.
And I got a real problem with that.
Rick and Bubba.
Inflation is rising. COVID hurt the economy, and some say a recession may be coming. Remember what the last recession did in 08 to your retirement? Yikes. I think we all do. A Federal Reserve survey broke some bad news dating back to the 50s. Whenever inflation and unemployment have hit today's levels, history suggests a recession may be near. Well, our friends at Lear Capital know that investing in physical gold and precious metals can be a brilliant strategy against what's possibly coming. Smart investors all over are investing in gold and precious metals, and they're doing it for two reasons. One is that gold can be a great hedge during a recession. The second reason is that the closer a recession gets, the more your gold could be worth. So talk with the team at Lear Capital about owning precious metals for your savings and retirement accounts. And right now you'll receive up to $10,000 and free bonus coins based on the value of the gold coins you purchase. Visit LearBubba.com. That's LearBubba.com or RickandBubba.com. Our secret to a stress-free summer, HelloFresh. HelloFresh delivers chef-crafted foolproof recipes featuring the season's ripest fruits and veggies straight to your door with 30 recipe options every single week. Like quick and easy and family friendly. There's something to please everyone. Plus, we get to spend more time relaxing and less time at the grocery store. Got flexible plans that work with your schedule. And get this, you can have your order sent to your vacation spot. Skip weeks or change your delivery date right from the HelloFresh app. With HelloFresh, there's always something new to try. Like cucumber salad stuffed pita pockets, chicken sausage stuffed peppers. How about the Tuscan spice shrimp? What's more, we like to customize our meal by swapping proteins and sides so we're able to enjoy our favorite summer dishes just the way we like them. Sign up today for 16 free meals, plus get 3 gifts with the code BUBBA at HelloFresh.com/Bubba. That's the code BUBBA at HelloFresh.com/Bubba or RickandBubba.com. Folks, we've been talking about Relief Factor on our show for quite some time now. Do we guarantee Relief Factor is going to lower or eliminate your occasional aches and pains? No, we never make a claim like that. But what I can tell you is that the majority of folks who ordered the 3-week quick start pack for only $19.95 go on to order more. Now, what we really like about Relief Factor is it's 100% drug-free. It's a supplement that's made up of ingredients that simply help your own body deal with its natural inflammatory response. For a lot of us, that's very important. Getting older, working outside in the warm weather, even exercising can cause frustrating aches and pains, or maybe it's the occasional back, shoulder, or hip pain that's bothering you. Relief Factor has helped us and so many of our friends. So when you think of it this way, is $1 a day too much to see if you can get out of some of that frustrating pain? To order this 3-week quick start pack for $19.95 plus shipping and handling, just go to ReliefFactor.com. That's ReliefFactor.com. Let's see if we can get you out of some of that pain. Also, you can go to RickandBubba.com. Look under the sponsors button for a link. All right, if we're being totally honest, maybe we don't always make the best food choices. The CDC says we should eat up to 6 cups of fruit and veggies a day. But if you're like us, we don't always have the time or energy to make that happen. So that's where Field of Greens comes in. With Field of Greens, you have more energy, you feel healthier, and it can help you lose weight too. We all want a simple nutrition plan where the results so powerful that when we take our next physical, the doctor compares our old lab work to the new lab work, and he says, keep on doing what you're doing. This wonderful product is powered with a full spectrum of essential vegetables and fruits, plus science-backed herbs and probiotics. It can help you stay healthy, plus it's organic. Join us and take Field of Greens too. To get you started, we've got you a 15% discount on your first order and another 10% off when you subscribe to recurring orders at fieldofgreens.com with promo code BUBBA. Fieldofgreens.com, promo code BUBBA. Fieldofgreens.com, promo code BUBBA. Or go to rickandbubba.com for a link. Some things you can't get around, like allergy season. But while you can't avoid it, you can at least save on your prescription allergy medications by checking GoodRx. GoodRx, you can compare prescription prices at over 70,000 pharmacies to help you find the best price. And you can find discounts of up to 80%. GoodRx is recommended by doctors, pharmacists, and millions of people across the country who have saved on their prescriptions. Speaking of millions, over 24 million people used GoodRx just last year to save on their medications, and you can too, whether that's on your allergy meds or other prescriptions. And remember, even if you have insurance, GoodRx could actually beat your prescription copay. For simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, check GoodRx. Go to goodrx.com/Bubba. That's goodrx.com/Bubba or rickandbubba.com for a link. GoodRx is not insurance, but it can be used instead of insurance, Medicare, and Medicaid. In 2021, GoodRx users saved 81% on retail prescription prices.
Brownstown, Seymour, North Vernon, the region's rock classic station, 97.9, 97.9, WSL. We want the rock. We gotta have the rock.
Yo ho, this is George Dr. Fucking Stack Benson, and you're listening to Rick and Bubba, the sexiest two fat men in the world, y'all. They be giving up the phone.
Yeah, man. Hey, George, 35 minutes past the hour, Rick and Bubba show. Thank you for being with us today. MyPillow.com/Bubba. I know. Some of you out there, I mean, we had someone call the show today that did not know how Speedy got his nickname. So, you know, just because you assume everybody knows about something, new people are arriving every day. And some of you may be thinking, MyPillow.com/Bubba, what in the world's that? Well, I'll tell you this, it's the most comfortable pillow you ever slept on. I was thinking I slept so good last night, but boy, when I saw the buy one, get one free, I started thinking, all right, is there places in the house, is there bedrooms that don't have a MyPillow? Have I got it covered down at the farm? Is everything down there got a MyPillow? Because now's the time to pick them up. I mean, buy one, get one free pricing on the classic MyPillow that comes with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Also, buy one, get one free pricing on bed sheets. You got to have more than one layout of bed sheets. I mean, when you're washing one, you got to have another. So you may be thinking, you know what, I'm just about to get another set of bed sheets. Well, then go get the best you've ever slept on. Buy one, get one free. Also, don't forget, if you're looking for a 6-piece towel set, the Mike Lindell towels are phenomenal. From MyPillow.com, get a 6-piece towel set. Roll and go anywhere. MyPillows, those are the travels. They are also available. Buy one, get one free. Who doesn't love a BOGO? Buy one, get one free specials right now going on at MyPillow.com/Bubba. The link also at rickandbubba.com under the sponsors button. Well, you know, Bubba, you and I have been warning people for years about animals and their danger. It's one of those calls I feel like we've been called to, and people just
We've tried, Rick.
Look, and people just aren't listening. I mean, they just won't listen. So, and you're going to see this person. You know, it's not going to be as bad as the line the other day, because let's face it, that was a very difficult thing to watch.
Oh boy!
But I will tell you this: you are going to notice the person realizes that they're in a bind.
Now, why are they up so close to the cage?
I don't know
the deal surrounding this. Does anybody know?
An orangutan is going to grab a man through the bars at the zoo. And am I audio on this? I'm okay on audio? Okay. All right.
Yes, audio is good. And this is at an Indonesian zoo, I believe. So if he is cussing, it's not in English.
Watch out. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Boy.
Listen at him.
I mean, it's got his shirt.
Oh, look.
And now it's got his arm.
What is it going to do? It's going to pull his arm off. It's got his leg. Look, you got to do something.
It's got 2 hands on his leg.
You doubled up 3.
He's got 2 hands and a foot on his leg.
Do you realize how strong they are? It's like him being in a vice grip. Uh-oh.
How do you go bad here?
Oh, it's getting worse.
All right, so we're going to pick it up from there in the second part of the video here.
How about
Did
he
they-
really reached a long way?
Did they
through
get it?
that.
They got big long arms. Did they get
They
through?
grabbing those skinny
So did you-
legs.
Yeah, did you hear him say? Did you hear him say? No, we're going to pick up right at. No.
Okay.
All right, here we go. And he's trying to get him. Oh, he's going for his toes. He's going to bite his toes.
He tried to bite. He was going to eat those toes. This little piggy went in my mouth. This little piggy was dinner. Oh, that was close.
Night.
I got
Why was the guy that close to the cage?
I have no idea what it is.
Maybe that's what you can do there.
He grabbed the shirt. I mean, he was probably, well, he was obviously within arm's
Now,
reach.
the
but-
orangutan's usually not the one that you're that
scared of. He wanted
Greg.
Watch how fast. Boom.
Well, they're quick.
He kind of faked him out a little bit. He did. It's just like, I'm not doing anything. Hey,
Oh, he did a fake. That was a look away.
He looked him off, didn't he?
I took my shirt off right there. Get out of your shirt. Get out of your shirt.
Yes. Take it off.
Get out of it. Well,
He
nearly
almost
got
got
the
the
other
other
guy.
And of course, Flip Flops is trying to help, but he don't want to get pulled in. He kicks the guy in Flip Flops kicks the orangutan's hand, but he just waves him off. By the way, he could have broke that leg. Oh my goodness. He wants some loving, is what he wants.
You sure?
I think he wants lunch.
The strength.
Oh, somebody help me!
When he's got him right there. Well, look, he's got both of his feet. He's using them for leverage too.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, they bring a lot to the
That
table.
guy is lucky.
They bring
Can
a
I just
lot
say
to the
lucky?
table.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got old
man.
sock feet. Lost his shoes, everything.
Look how I wish that was feet. Y'all, he almost gets the toes right here. He almost gets the toes.
Oh. Do you think he was just going to try to? I mean, what do you think he'd done with that toe?
Oh, he's gonna bite them off.
Yeah, I think he's about to bite.
No, they'll bite your appendages off.
Yep.
That's standard.
Yep.
I'm telling
Here
you.
we go, monkey
They
expert.
can't get
I'm
to your
telling you.
eyes. They try to get to your eyes.
They'll eat your fingers and toes, and
Yes.
you don't want to know where they go next.
Yep. It's a strong animal, y'all.
Look,
And
boy,
they like
it's very
deface you. They want to deface the person
No,
too.
y'all are getting off in chimpanzees.
Yeah.
Greg, this is still
Yeah.
apes. This
They're
is an
still-
ape.
still
It's
same
an
family.
ape.
He's the intelligent one on the planet of the apes.
Are they as
He's
mean?
the doctor. He was the doctor.
Are they as mean as chimps? They are not, but they are. They can still be trouble.
Clyde punch you. It just seems like that they would know not to get that close to the cage.
Yeah.
Well, have you been around people lately?
I'm sure there was a barricade and his DA went around and
Probably.
probably get a picture.
Can I
Looked
tell
like
you?
you going after a wing earlier this morning.
Can I tell you something that I was told? And I
Look at
should
Speedy's leg.
I should have brought it. No, he would have broke Speedy's leg with one hand.
Hey.
It'd be like taking a toothpick breaking it.
No.
See the
Where's the zoo staff?
he's got his hands full. Of mine.
Right there is where he could have got
Somebody-
it.
Hey, look at those feet right there holding on. He got it like he likes it.
Mm.
Like I said, if you look where he's got himself latched on with his feet,
Yeah.
he's got some leverage, son.
Yes.
Give me that foot. Give me that foot.
Oh,
Pretty
man.
strong.
Have y'all ever touched a monkey? I'm serious. Just the way you ask it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The delivery caught us off guard.
I'm not even going to answer that.
I'm gonna help you a little bit here. You remember when the
Please
monkey
let
bit,
Ryan be listening.
What if they're acting
when the
up?
monkey bit Cassio? I was with him on that, and it jumped on my shoulder, and I was like scared to death.
Would you freeze?
Yeah, I did. I hear that
that
monkey had a mind of its own. He was going nuts.
Oh, wow.
I hear that if you touch him, it's like not touching like a person. It's like touching like a piece of wood or something. It's just like solid. Just
Oh yeah,
solid.
they're all muscle.
Yeah.
They're all
Piece
muscle.
of wood.
They're all muscle.
It's a different kind of strength.
You can't hurt them.
Them gripping feet he's got. That's,
Oh, my
that's an
goodness.
advantage.
But listen, I meant to add this the other day because
He
I
could
was
bench press with them babies.
I was telling Sherry about
Let me
the
go, Red.
lion story, and y'all are going to be really upset with me about this. You know, when we did the lion story, did you know I have been there?
What
Sherry's
lion
like,
story?
you know where that was?
Yeah, you screamed it, I know, but I don't.
And-
Where is it?
There was this. Where were we? What was the location of that again?
Was it South? Was it Africa? South Africa.
Yes. Was that right?
Which one?
South Africa.
Well, it wasn't South Africa.
Let me look.
That doesn't
Let me
sound
look.
right. Wherever it was,
It
we
was
wherever
Bronx.
because the way it was said, wherever it was.
the cheese rolling thing. Right? It was
That
part
was
of the
UK.
Olympics.
That was the UK.
Yeah, but I'm going back to the line.
Cheese roll.
Yeah, he thinks it's in the same country. I'm trying to.
No,
remember.
yesterday when we did the cheese rolling, or the day before, you screamed, "I've been there."
No, I've been there
I
too.
thought that's what you were talking
I've been there too. No,
Okay.
I'm at the line.
I don't remember.
Where's
Now,
the travel bell?
When we did the line story, because remember us saying, why is a lion in a cage like that where people can just walk up to it? And it's a place you would go in. We went and ate, and as you go out there to the outdoor tables and eat, they have these cages all throughout this with different wild animals in it. And I remember,
And you sitting there with food?
if you're sitting there with food,
Seems like a bad
yeah.
setup.
Where was I? I can't
Must
remember where I
have
was.
been. Is that-
Wherever that was, I was there. Yeah. And
Wherever that was, I was
yeah,
there.
because Sherry was like, "Well, that's that place we went," and I remembered. I'm like, and then from the video, it looked just like it. It's got, you kind of walk out into like a garden area back there to eat, and these different animals are in cages all out through there.
Have you ever been to Jamaica?
Yes, that
Yes,
was where it
Mom.
was.
Okay, that's where it happened.
That's
It
where it
happened in
was.
Jamaica.
That's where it was. Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Animals attacking me.
yeah, and I didn't go over
I
and
was
stick my
afraid we
finger.
were going to see the same thing with that array
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. So yeah, but I have been to the Cotswolds too. By the way. Yeah, beautiful area.
Yeah.
You see pheasants in the wild.
Really?
Mhm.
It's kind of neat.
So it's kind of weird when you start seeing them in the wild because you're so accustomed to people have to put them out for you.
Yeah.
But seeing them out there in the wild, I mean, they'll just be like just like seeing chickens. They're everywhere.
I saw the dolphin show at Six Flags.
You did. I remember that.
I was just trying to have a story. I didn't have.
Yeah. Well, Greg, that's when you get serious about driving.
You remember
when you all went to Atlanta.
You remember the dolphin show? How we get fired up about?
Oh,
We couldn't
Skippy and Dolly.
we couldn't believe how smart
Oh,
they were.
Skippy and Dolly.
Skippy and Dolly.
Oh,
I was disappointed one year they changed it to a diving show.
I
You
remember that.
I thought, where's
Very
the dolphin?
disappointing.
Why y'all doing a diving show?
Very disappointing. And I didn't realize that our parents didn't care anything about it. It's just they wanted to sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
relate to
yeah,
that.
because it was
They would build Skippy and Dolly up.
yeah, like it's 1,000 degrees.
They tried the crystal pistol. We wouldn't go for
No,
it.
it was a place to go to get in some shade and sit a minute.
Yeah.
And if you're fortunate, some water might hit you.
Would y'all rather be locked in that production room with a chimp or a mountain lion? And you can't
Mountain
get
lion.
I'll tell you the truth, you got a better chance with the
Mountain lion, you got a better
I feel
chance.
like I could talk to the chimp. Like, hey man, look
No.
at me.
You're talking about a mature chimp?
No, don't look at him in the eyes.
Well, I'm
He's
just
so
saying,
crazy. I feel like they'd be like, let me out. And it's like they could understand.
They could understand you.
They won't want you to be out.
I can't talk to a mountain lion.
If you had a laser pointer, you could keep the mountain lion busy.
Yeah.
If a
Me going to door.
if a chimpanzee is after you, you're in much worse shape than
That's
if a
that lady
mountain
with
lion's
no
after you.
face.
Yeah.
Go ask her about it. Which one she
Now they have to both be after you,
Right.
but if they're both after you, you don't
I
want
think I
anything to do with a chimp.
I think I can beat a mountain lion.
You know, I warned y'all about chimps for years.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
And now an update on what some analysts and reporters are calling the Great Resignation and the upside of it all. As many as 44% of workers are leaving their 9-to-5s behind and looking for life hacks to make up the difference in income as they pursue other jobs. And as that number grows, so have downloads of an app called Upside. It's a free app for cashback on gas, groceries, and at restaurants. Can an app like Upside really make a difference? You bet. With Upside, users can earn an average of $96 a year. And it works at all the big gas brands like Shell, BP, Valero, Phillips 66, Circle K, etc. And at favorite local grocers and restaurants. Everyone's got to drive and eat, right? If you want to get in on this life hack, we have a promo code for you. Head to the App Store or Google Play and download Upside. Enter code HACK to get 25 cents per gallon or more cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use code HACK.
Today on Hey Culligan, soft water, cleaner environment. What do you say, Greg?
Hey Culligan, are you saying if I have a Culligan high-efficiency water softener, I'm also helping the environment?
It sounds like you're saying it, Greg, and yes, you are, because with the Culligan high-efficiency water softener, you'll use less detergent, soap, and harsh chemicals, and that's good for the planet.
Now you're saying it.
You bet I am, Greg. Soft water and a cleaner environment is already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test from a local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
My heart was racing just making spaghetti. I could have waited to tell my doctor, but I didn't wait.
I was short of breath just reading a book. I could have delayed telling my doctor, but I didn't wait.
They told their doctors and found out they have atrial fibrillation, a condition which makes it about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you have one or more of these symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, this is no time to wait. Contact your doctor.
Brought to you by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a speed bump. Did you hear what I said? I'm a speed bump. And if you have cut rate car insurance, the cost to reattach your muffler could really be a bump in the road. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You know when you see a great deal on the phone and then you find out it's not for you? Not at Verizon.
They just gave us all a new iPhone 13.
So we both got the same great deal.
Yeah.
Get iPhone 13 on us with select trade-in and 5G unlimited plans for every customer, current, new, everyone, to show the love. Only from Verizon. $799.99, 128 gigabytes only. Device payment purchase with new or upgrade smartphone line required. Less up to $800 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. 0% APR. Trade-in conditions apply.
All right, if we're being totally honest, maybe we don't always make the best food choices. The CDC says we should eat up to 6 cups of fruit and veggies a day, but if you're like us, we don't always have the time or energy to make that happen. So that's where Field of Greens comes in. With Field of Greens, you have more energy, you feel healthier, and it can help you lose weight too. We all want a simple nutrition plan where the results so powerful that when we take our next physical, the doctor compares our old lab work to the new lab work, and he says, keep on doing what you're doing. This wonderful product is powered with a full spectrum of essential vegetables and fruits, plus science-backed herbs and probiotics. It can help you stay healthy, plus it's organic. Join us and take Field of Greens too. To get you started, we've got you a 15% discount on your first order and another 10% off when you subscribe to recurring orders at fieldofgreens.com with promo code Bubba. Fieldofgreens.com, promo code Bubba. Fieldofgreens.com, promo code Bubba. Or go to rickandbubba.com for a link.
If you own a fleet of trucks, or if
This is Boomer Science with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Ferguson Trade Pros. Save time in your day. Use Pro Pickup. On this date back in 1920, New York Giant George Burns doubled down the third base line. While the Reds argued at length that the ball was foul, Hall of Famer Ed Roush took a nap in center field. The umpire then ejected him for the layup game. I'm Boomer Science.
Trade Pros. Whether you specialize in service or new construction, Ferguson knows firsthand how much work goes into a long day on the job, which is why we're committed to offering the products and solutions to get every job done right. With over 1,000 locations, an unmatched selection of specialty products, tools, and supplies, our Pro Pickup and same or next day delivery, you can trust that doing business with Ferguson will be the easiest part of your hard day's work. Visit Ferguson.com to find a counterlip.
Rock out at work, rock out in the car, or wherever you are with 97.9 WSLM.
Contending with child support issues, the law has given you rights, but you have to assert them. If the challenge is the cost of an attorney, Cordell & Cordell offers a capped fee option. Give us a call.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Louisville area attorneys. 502-785 all zeros. 9300 Shelbyville Road, Suite 204, Louisville, Kentucky 40222. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
And available for your consumption if you so desire. And the audio-only version will be on our podcast channel as we do every week. All right, so Bubba, if I was looking to buy a NFL team, I understand the prices are really going up.
Well, Rick, in our lifetime, not too many years ago, during the life of this show, the Minnesota Vikings were for sale, and they sold for like $650 million, I think it was.
Right.
And we knew some folks that were in that bidding process.
Right.
Well, we've got all new high records now. The Denver Broncos are about to be purchased from the eldest son of Sam Walton, Rob Walton.
From him or by him?
By him.
Okay.
For $4.65 billion. This is more than double the last sale of an NFL team. And the price tag would also establish a new record for an American sports franchise. Walton said that they were thrilled to be moving forward with the purchase of the Denver Broncos. Having lived and worked in Colorado, we've always admired the Broncos. Our enthusiasm has only grown as we've learned more about the team, staff, and Broncos country over the past few months. He's 77. He served as Walmart's chairman from 92 to 15 and has a net worth in the ballpark, according to Forbes, of $65 billion. Billion.
Yep.
Puts him among the 20 richest people on the planet and will make him easily the wealthiest NFL owner. Easily. Think about what we're talking about. People who own NFL franchises.
Yeah.
You wonder why I hadn't bought something already. If I had that much, if I had $65 billion laying around, I wouldn't blink twice and spending $10 billion on sports.
That's like me going on vacation.
Yeah, it really is.
Seriously.
Well, I'm jumping into this, and Helmsy had some numbers that were mind-boggling in the kickoff hour day on this, talking about how much the value of these teams has gone up, and this is only going to play a role. But if I am Rob Walton, okay, I'm 77, so I'm not going to have it long, but I'm doing this, for my kids and all this. And is there any way under the sun that this is a profitable purchase Is there any way for me to make a profit at 4.6 billion? Or is this just I've got 65 billion? I need to unload some money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pay taxes on it anyway. The government's gonna get most of it. Let me invest it in something, and I know it's not gonna make a profit. This is just something that I've always wanted to do, and I can.
Yeah, well, I think you're going to have to look at the tax situation. There's only so much you can pass to your kids.
Right.
I think the level is 10 million now. Don't quote me on that, but which most of us are not going to have to worry about.
Yeah, my kids not an issue there.
But when you're at 65 billion, I mean, they're going to have to set up mini corporations, and they're going to have to shelter as much as that as they legally can do, and most of them will try to. But investing in an NFL team, Rick, look, we got to say this. It looks like a lot of money now. But 20 years from now, when they're selling for $10 billion a piece, it may not be a bad deal, But Hams, what were those?
This is Boomer Science with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Ferguson Trade Pros. Save time in your workday. Use Pro Pickup. On this date back in 1920, New York Giant George Burns doubled down the third base line. While the Reds argued at length that the ball was foul, Hall of Famer Ed Roush took a nap in center field. The umpire then ejected him for delay of game. I'm Boomer Science.
Trade pros. Whether you specialize in service or new construction, Ferguson knows firsthand how much work goes into a long day on the job, which is why we're committed to offering the products and solutions to get every job done right. With over 1,000 locations, an unmatched selection of specialty products, tools, and supplies, our Pro Pickup and same or next day delivery, you can trust that doing business with Ferguson will be the easiest part of your hard day's work. Visit Ferguson.com to find a counter location near you.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. I want to speak to the dads who are being denied access to their kids, excluded from key parenting decisions, contending with child support issues. The law has given you rights, but you have to assert them. If the challenge is the cost of an attorney, Cordell & Cordell offers a capped fee option. Give us a call.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Louisville area attorneys. 502-785-ALL-ZEROs. 9300 Shelbyville Road, Suite 204, Louisville, Kentucky 40222. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
This was interesting. Did you know in 1920, $100 would buy you an NFL team?
Yeah, because they didn't even know if this pro football thing was even going to work.
They did. But the Chicago Bears and I think it was the Packers was $100 purchases in 1920 and 1921, and then in 1930, early 30s, the Steelers went for $2,500.
Is it the Packers that are publicly owned? They don't like having
sort of, kind of.
It's not public, but it is a group.
Let me tell you what the Packers are.
They have CEO, and there's no one owner.
Right. Saying that the Packers are owned by the town is like saying the Queen is still Queen of Great Britain.
They do say that
they still have that look, but it's a
They do say when it comes to trades and trying to get staff and those things, it's a lot more complicated than it could be, and that causes them to miss out on some things too, because it has to go through voting processes and all that. Where these other teams, you just want a guy, you go buy it.
At least they've won a few Super Bowls and they are competitive. What's the problem with the Vikings?
Boy, it always goes back to them.
Well, it really does.
But
They built them a nice stadium.
Every comment we make on the NFL doesn't have to go back to.
Well, I just wanted to know comparatively what's their problem.
This year,
because apparently they have one.
Here's one that will kind of, I guess, to y'all's question on can you make a profit, Rick? Remember when Steve Ballmer bought the Clippers in 2014?
Yes, the Microsoft.
He paid $2 billion. It's looked to be valued at nearly $3 billion today, 2.75.
So on paper, he's made money.
Yeah, and that's just a short period of time.
Well, but you know what I'm thinking about? Am I doing business while I own it, making a profit? Now I know I can make a profit when I sell it. Sure, if the prices keep going up,
they make money. I mean, they
don't make that kind of
the Seahawks too. One of the Microsoft guys did.
An emailer with a good one now because of the Walmart connection with the Broncos. Will like concessions be self checkout?
That's good.
Yeah. By the way, I'm pushing back against self checkout.
Why,
Rick? If I have a handful of items, if I don't have a buggy,
here we go.
I'll do self checkout. But if I've got a buggy with something in it, I'm not doing it.
Just refuse.
Yeah. I'm just like, what if self checkout has no line
and the cashier has like two people.
But what if I have a full thing of groceries? No, I'm going to the cashier. Now, I'll give it a 10 on that.
It's too complicated if you got a lot of stuff. You got to get bags.
Well, there's not
What if
enough-
you weigh
there's not
in
enough
fruit?
room up there.
You
Not
got
enough
to
room.
weigh fruit and all that. The fruit. You talk about getting too blocked. You have some fruit in there.
I found another one I have to tell y'all about.
What is that?
Speedy. The Chiefs were purchased in 1960 by the Hunt family.
Yeah, they still have it.
For $25,000.
You're kidding, man. They still got it.
Today,
That's great.
$2.5 billion.
Come on. Well, didn't you say the pack was like $100 or something?
Yeah, $100. The Packers and the Bears. The Bears were $100 too in 1920.
What could we buy now that's maybe really low for purchase that maybe in 10 years would be worth?
Nothing as long as Biden stays president.
Put a bid in on the Stallions.
As long as Biden's president, nothing's going to be any.
Well, you get the Michigan Panthers cheap right now.
Inflation is rising, COVID hurt the economy, and some say a recession may be coming. Remember what the last recession did in 08 to your retirement? Yikes, I think we all do. A Federal Reserve survey broke some bad news dating back to the 50s. Whenever inflation and unemployment have hit today's levels, history suggests a recession may be near. Well, our friends at Lear Capital know that investing in physical gold and precious metals can be a brilliant strategy against what's possibly coming. Smart investors all over are investing in gold and precious metals, and they're doing it for two reasons. One is that gold can be a great hedge during a recession. The second reason is that the closer a recession gets, the more your gold could be worth. So talk with the team at Lear Capital about owning precious metals for your savings and retirement accounts. And right now you'll receive up to $10,000 and free bonus coins based on the value of the gold coins you purchase. Visit LearBubba.com. That's LEAR Bubba.com or RickandBubba.com. Our secret to a stress-free summer, HelloFresh. HelloFresh delivers chef-crafted, foolproof recipes featuring the season's ripest fruits and veggies straight to your door with 30 recipe options every single week. Like quick and easy and family friendly. There's something to please everyone. Plus, we get to spend more time relaxing and less time at the grocery store. Got flexible plans that work with your schedule. And get this, you can have your order sent to your vacation spot. Skip weeks or change your delivery date right from the HelloFresh app. With HelloFresh, there's always something new to try. Like cucumber salad stuffed pita pockets, chicken sausage stuffed peppers. How about the Tuscan spice shrimp? What's more, we like to customize our meal by swapping proteins and sides so we're able to enjoy our favorite summer dishes just the way we like them. Sign up today for 16 free meals, plus get 3 gifts with the code BUBBA at HelloFresh.com/Bubba. That's the code BUBBA at HelloFresh.com/Bubba or RickandBubba.com. Folks, we've been talking about Relief Factor on our show for quite some time now. Do we guarantee Relief Factor is going to lower or eliminate your occasional aches and pains? No, we never make a claim like that. But what I can tell you is that the majority of folks who order the 3-week quick start pack for only $19.95 go on to order more. Now, what we really like about Relief Factor is it's 100% drug-free. It's a supplement that's made up of ingredients that simply help your own body deal with its natural inflammatory response. For a lot of us, that's very important. Getting older, working outside in the warm weather, even exercising can cause frustrating aches and pains, or maybe it's the occasional back, shoulder, or hip pain that's bothering you. Relief Factor has helped us and so many of our friends. So when you think of it this way, is $1 a day too much to see if you can get out of some of that frustrating pain? To order this 3-week quick start pack for $19.95 plus shipping and handling, just go to ReliefFactor.com. That's ReliefFactor.com. Let's see if we can get you out of some of that pain. Also, you can go to RickandBubba.com. Look under the sponsors button for a link.
Mom, Dad's doing a crazy dance on the patio.
Ooh, really bad dancing.
Sweetie, are you okay?
Vicious mosquitoes everywhere.
Save yourself. I'll call Cooks
Before you pull a muscle.
You don't have to live with mosquitoes. Get proven protection from Cook's Pest Control. Call or go online for a free quote.
Cooks Pest Control.
God's been too good to me, and because of that, I've got to make a choice at this Gridiron Men Conference.
The 2022 Gridiron Men's Conference, June 17 and 18, Probst Arena in Huntsville, Alabama, featuring Fred Luter, Kurt Cameron, and Tim Tebow.
How many people can we help in the name of Jesus? That's the goal. Nothing else matters.
The Gridiron Men's Conference, Huntsville, Alabama, June 17 and 18. Register today at gridironmen.org. Presented by Bill Waltrip Ministries.
Some things you can't get around, like allergy season. But while you can't avoid it, you can at least save on your prescription allergy medications by checking GoodRx. GoodRx, you can compare prescription prices at over 70,000 pharmacies to help you find the best price. And you can find discounts of up to 80%. GoodRx is recommended by doctors, pharmacists, and millions of people across the country who have saved on their prescriptions. Speaking of millions, over 24 million people used GoodRx just last year to save on their medications, and you can too, whether that's on your allergy meds or other prescriptions. And remember, even if you have insurance, GoodRx could actually beat your prescription copay. For simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, check GoodRx. Go to goodrx.com/Bubba. That's goodrx.com/Bubba or rickandbubba.com for a link. GoodRx is not insurance, but it can be used instead of insurance, Medicare, and Medicaid. In 2021, GoodRx users saved 81% on retail prescription prices. With spring in the air, it's a time of renewal and growth personally and professionally. As your small business grows, LinkedIn Jobs is here to make it easier to find the people you want to talk to faster and for free. Create a free job post in minutes on linkedin.com/Bubba to reach your network and beyond to the world's largest professional network of over 810 million people. Then add your job and the purple hashtag hiring frame to your LinkedIn profile to spread the word that you're hiring so your network can help you find the right people to hire. Simple tools like screening questions make it easy to focus on candidates with just the right skills and experience so you can quickly prioritize who you'd like to actually interview and hire. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the candidates worth interviewing faster. Did you know every week nearly 40 million job seekers visit LinkedIn? Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Bubba. That's linkedin.com/Bubba or head to rickandbubba.com under the sponsors for a link. Terms and conditions apply.
Mitchell, Bedford, and Bloomington's home for rock classics. 97.9 WSLM.
Radio's Dream Team. Rick Burgess, Bill Bubba Bussey, Calvin Speedy Wilburn, The Real Rick Burgess, Helmsy, and Eddie Van Adler.
Steady in her daddy's car, she got the stereo with the big guitars, and that's alright.
Yeah. Alright. 6 minutes past the hour.
I got the itch and a restless soul.
Speedy, the real Greg Burgess, Helmsy, Eddie Van Adler, all here.
It's alright.
And we have much to do to unpack another hour. The stories are plenty. Your phone calls at the number I just gave you. 866 we be big. Wheel of Meat's fun today if you missed that. I know. Coming to you from the Bleeding Edge in the No Name Studio. Welcome back, Bill Bubba Bussey.
Rick, glad to be here. Honored and privileged. Thank all of you for spending a little bit of time with us. Now, we ask for 5 hours each and every day.
We do.
And but we'll take what we can get.
By the way, the protest apparently continues. I find the venue to be a little odd. I believe in this case, these protesters easily stepped down on crowd size because they protested Osteen's church, and I guess that crowd maybe was overwhelming. I guess they've gone somewhere not to deal with such a large crowd. The WNBA.
I don't know if you saw the footage of this, but they had some protesters similar to what Joel
Was
had.
it the same bunch?
No, it appeared to be a different group, Rick. And they disrobed and headed out on the floor.
These were a little fatter than those other ones.
Thank you, Greg.
There you go. I was trying to handle it carefully, and there's a Greg.
Rick,
Which explains the name tag Peggy.
I saw a guy
Rick.
do
Joining
this
it a little
skit where he was giving people that walked up to him an opportunity to either take one WNBA ticket or a can of Spam.
and he could not get rid of the WNBA.
This is
Thanks,
one of those.
Spam's good, though.
This is one of those things that we pretend we're supposed to.
Oh,
I mean, it's just a fake world. I'm so sick of it. But let me get this right. We have a bunch of women that are going around disrobing, getting down to their underwear at various events.
Yeah.
And their message is they don't want Roe v. Wade overturned. And they will say, it's my blanking body, right?
Oh, yeah.
And in this case,
it is.
They say, just go ahead and say it.
But do you see where I'm talking about that maybe if I'm trying to, what? Oh, wow.
She's got on a pair of, she ain't got the same panties them others have.
Oh, Greg,
Thank goodness for that.
Please,
I know it.
please.
Guys,
There's been other charges added.
Right. Let me tell you something, too. Greg, I'm not making this up. The underwear that she has on, I think are too big for me.
Oh, that's no doubt.
So, listen,
Be baggy.
I'm going to go back
Like
to this.
Granddaddy's box.
Hey, look, and this just in, they said the 11 people that were there are furious.
They're mad.
Right. they say that 2 agreed with them and 9 were upset.
What an impression they made.
By the way, the USFL anti-staying games called want the crowd back.
Yeah. They want their Legion Field Sunday morning 11 o'clock game crowd.
That's how we can draw our crowd. First of all, let's don't have the Birmingham team play. Let's put it at 11 o'clock on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Move it over to Legion Field to be fine.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
But anyway,
Thanks, Garth.
Right.
I don't think there were just any more people could get out and go anywhere.
But I have to say this, Bubba, to the point you and Greg are making, and I think what we do find here, maybe it's more consistent than I realize. You send what they consider to be the A team to Osteen's church.
Yeah.
And when you go to the WNBA, they say, who are we going to send over? Just send them to me.
the new girls.
Yeah, you know, they want to help us, and we can't send them to Osteen. I mean, that's too big a crowd. Send them over to WNBA.
I think that was part of their
It's
initiation.
like training.
Say what you got to do.
Yeah. All right, I want to join the group. Okay, here's our first dare. You got to go to the WNBA game.
Now, you proved you can do that. We'll move you up.
Let me tell you something, Greg. That day you said it, and only you could say it. And Greg said this. I did
Adler,
not.
if you find footage of that, let us know because Ricky needs to. It's pretty funny.
Let me
Much better than the still image we just saw.
I will say this, Greg, and it was your quote. I'm going to put ... Greg Burgess. Okay. When the WNBA started going on,
Greg, don't do it. I know the quote you're talking about.
it's a great quote. Okay, do you not want to claim it?
That's fine.
Greg said the only thing less interesting than basketball is women playing basketball.
Okay.
It is, by the way.
I don't know if that was me.
It was 100%.
And you took a sip of coffee right after you said it.
And I thought, it's hard to argue with that.
I don't know if I can play this, Bubba. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, there's a lot. There's a lot there. A lot of moving and shaking.
Hey, if you're offended by cellulite, look out.
What you're saying is, even if you tried to put the black squares, there's not enough squares.
No,
Well, I think there was a green covering on something. There.
yeah, Have you noticed the green handprints the other ones had?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I did not.
it's weird.
These are more like bear prints.
Paradise. By the way, I'm just going to this poor guy. An hour, 20 minutes. So
Somebody's been on hold that long.
yeah, somebody's been on hold an hour, and 20 minutes.
What?
I just looked over and just
Please take it.
because we don't have an official call screener, so everybody does it in tandem. So there's nobody in there like babysitting all the time, and we let this poor guy stay on hold for an hour and 20 minutes. Wow. But
You got
like
something
it.
to do.
I'm kinda-
That better be a good call.
should I at least come back and take calls next just for him?
I kind of just want to talk to him and ask him. I mean, the
Yeah,
resolve
it's got to be
is
something
unbelievable.
he's really adamant about.
Apparently,
That's like to be
it's
something
school shootings.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
that's a very
it's-
important subject.
It is very important. I mean, and so
I'm for giving it a listen.
I think it's Matthew McConaughey.
okay, well, let's just see what he has to say. Daniel, your patience has paid off, brother, and we will get a call about the toll-free bill on your call alone. But
yeah.
So Daniel, welcome. What's on your mind? Go ahead.
First of all, thank you. And hey, I just sit here and listen to the show.
Yeah. How is it?
Better sitting here at work and listen to the show.
I want to know on the rotation though. I mean, it's an hour and 20 minutes. Do you leave it up to your ear? Do you put it on speaker?
Is it a cell phone?
Yes, cell phone. I got a Bluetooth, and it goes around my neck, and I just put an earbud in, and
Okay.
Rock and roll.
I love it.
Well, that thing's got to be hot as a pistol.
Yeah.
No,
Burning up like a Tesla.
If I'm not listening to y'all, I'm usually listening to best ofs or preaching.
Well, thank you.
So,
Thank
I mean, it's running all the time.
Thank you.
that, Greg.
But, I was listening to y'all earlier and listening to Matthew McConaughey, and I agree with a lot of what he said. But speaking to somebody, as in me, who deals with certain mental disorders, I guess you could say, an aspect like that, and I understand the need for, more evaluations and mentality and stuff before people get guns and stuff like that.
Sure.
But not everybody who has a mental disorder does not need a gun. I mean, it goes further than that. You need to look at more spiritual. I mean, I grew up in a house in church my whole life. I've never wanted to go out and just kill a bunch of folks in the school. I've never wanted to mass murder anybody. I mean, I trust in the Lord as my Lord and Savior. And do I deal with depression and anxiety and stuff like that? Of course. But it goes further than that. And second of all, with this boy that they're talking about, I'm wondering how an 18-year-old boy with no job, no source of income that I know of, affords almost $10,000 worth of bullets, guns, and body armor.
Didn't he work at Wendy's?
Yeah, he had a job. He had a job, and I don't think he had spent $10,000. I didn't hear that number. It was a couple of
weapons are over $2,000.
It was a couple of $1,000 he had spent. What I saw the numbers, but I don't know.
But your larger point is, even if you throw out the term mental health, again, someone's going to have to decide what disorders would be deemed you can have one, which ones would be deemed. Yeah, that's a problem, but it wouldn't affect their judgment on. It's just a slippery slope.
It's like the Buffalo guy. Yeah. The guy that shot up, they picked him up 6 months prior for making threats.
Yeah.
And he still was able to get a gun. Now, see, that is one of those things that shouldn't happen.
That's going back to enforcing. Let's start with enforcing what we already got.
The laws
and
were
doing
there,
a better job with that.
And there was a mistake in the system that allowed him to get that.
Well, and also the shooting at the church in Texas. That guy wasn't supposed to have guns, and the government didn't turn the paperwork in. He was kicked out of the military. Yeah. So the government didn't do their job. We'll be right back.
Rick and Bubba.
Our secret to a stress-free summer, HelloFresh. HelloFresh delivers chef-crafted, foolproof recipes featuring the season's ripest fruits and veggies straight to your door with 30 recipe options every single week. Like quick and easy and family friendly. There's something to please everyone. Hey, the best part, we get to spend less time at the grocery store and more time relaxing. Get 16 free meals plus 3 gifts with the code BUBBA at HelloFresh.com/Bubba. That's the code BUBBA at HelloFresh.com/Bubba or RickandBubba.com.
Terry was at her daughter's wedding for the weekend when she got a call from Simply Safe. Simply Safe had detected water in her basement just moments after the leak started. Protecting against floods is one of the reasons more than 4 million people trust their home protection to Simply Safe. With Simply Safe's 24/7 professional monitoring, you always have someone looking out for you. Go to SimplySafeBubba.com and claim a free indoor security camera, plus get $20 off with interactive monitoring. SimplySafeBubba.com or visit RickandBubba.com.
Are you ready to win an out-of-this-world family road trip? Family camp at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville, Alabama is the perfect weekend for the adventurous family. All lodging and meals are included in this out-of-this-world experience. You also get $1,500 spending money towards your out-of-this-world family road trip package. All you need to do is sign up for the North Alabama newsletter. Someone's going to win. Maybe it'll be you. Sign up and get entered to win at alabamaroadtrips.com. That's alabamaroadtrips.com.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
A lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you can get both, why not? Especially when it comes to healthcare. And that's MediShare. You get both. The typical family saves $500 a month switching to MediShare. And that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. It's because MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge PPO network, so yeah, really, you could save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. If you're self-employed or part of the gig economy,
or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here is the number you need. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
At Wendy's, we make breakfast better. Like with our Breakfast Baconator. Better from top to bottom bun. Savory sausage patty? Better. Crispy oven-baked bacon? Better. Fresh cracked egg? Better. The Breakfast Baconator might just be the greatest breakfast sandwich of all time. So you can keep settling for not better, or you can get a better breakfast from Wendy's. Tough choice. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Better Breakfast. Participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Created in America for those who build, feed, and protect our nation, Boot Barn now carries an expanded selection of Hawks USA wedge work boots, constructed in the U.S. with full-grain leather that won't crack, tear, or peel, a Goodyear weld construction for longevity, and the Hawks ground support insoles that will drastically increase your comfort. This boot is built for purpose, unrivaled utility. Hawks USA wedge boots, only at Boot Barn.
These days, it's getting harder and harder to find savings. But you may have more cash than you realize in your home's equity. Unlock it today with a cash-out refinance from Rocket Mortgage. In the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. That means you could unlock thousands of dollars from your home. And with Rocket Mortgage, you could get all that cash in as little as 3 weeks. Put your hard-earned money to work. Pay down high-interest debt and combine your balances into one simple, low monthly payment. Now is your perfect opportunity to take control of your financial future. So what are you waiting for? When you want to consolidate debt and simplify your finances, Rocket can. Call 8338-ROCKET today or go to rocketmortgage.com to get started. That's 8338-ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org number 3030. Call 800-490-1233 for disclosures and cost information.
Buying furniture can be a hassle, but allform.com/Bubba makes it simple. It's delivered right to your door in days. We're talking high quality, handmade in America, armchairs, sofas, sectionals, and love seats. They're premium products at affordable prices. Allform furniture can customize in all types of colors, fabrics, legs, shapes, and sizes. And it comes with a forever warranty. They offer a 100-day trial. Delivery is free, and financing is available too. Check them out today at allform.com/Bubba. Save 20%. Allform.com/Bubba. Save 20%.
Paoli, French Lick, and Jasper's home for rock classics. 97.9 WSLM.
This is Jack Nicholson. Guess what? You're listening to the two sexiest fat men in radio, Rick and Bubba. I myself call them Richard and Bubsy, but that's another story.
It's 21 minutes now past the hour. We'll get to some of your phone calls some more before the hour is done. But we got more stories to kind of unpack here. And Bubba, this is hasn't this bunch been in trouble before?
Well, they've been well known on TV. A lot of people are familiar with Chrisley Knows Best series. Todd and Julie Chrisley. Now in a little bit of trouble with the law, and we have a package here to describe some of that.
All right, here's what's going on.
Todd and Julie Chrisley have been found guilty of bank fraud and tax evasion by a federal jury. The couple, who had been on trial for criminal bank fraud and tax evasion charges, were found guilty on all counts, according to multiple reports. Todd was convicted of conspiracy to commit bank fraud, conspiracy to defraud the United States, and tax fraud, according to the Associated Press. The outlet reports that his wife, Julie Chrisley, was convicted of conspiracy to commit bank fraud, conspiracy to defraud the United States, tax fraud, and wire fraud. We are disappointed in the verdict, Todd Chrisley's lawyer Bruce Morris told TMZ, also noting that they plan on appealing the verdict.
Well,
if the verdict holds, they could face up to 30 years in prison.
Weren't they in trouble for this before?
That was their oldest son. Remember, he spilled the beans.
Wasn't he the empty scamp?
Yeah, he was living in Georgia, and he had a place in Tennessee, and he was like claiming he lived wherever the cheapest, or whichever state didn't have state income tax.
Tennessee.
He claimed that's where he was living when he really wasn't, according to his boy. I
his
think,
boy turned him in.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, they were kind of strange.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got any punishment or if it ever got proven, but this one here, they were getting like loans and they'd inflated their income, their net worth more than it really was. That's part of this one.
To get bank loans.
Didn't we have the daughter on the show?
Yeah,
we
years
did.
ago.
Yeah.
And
there's also a little side story about old Todd and his buddy. That
Greg loves to
also
talk about
been.
this.
now this
Of course, no shocker.
You have to.
No.
Anybody shocked?
Yeah,
No.
they alleged
What?
that he had an affair with another guy, and that guy is the one that turned on him and turned him in.
But
This
he was
time.
also that guy's charged because he was helping them do this. I think he was a banker or something that was helping them, defraud their net worth and all that. And then I guess it's a little lover's quarrel. Of course, now Chrisley denied that that's true.
Right.
But would anybody be shocked?
No.
Well, no, but I mean, that doesn't mean it's true.
What?
The
Better watch out for monkeypox.
Up there with Pearl Harbor.
well, that's a good one. Hams.
Thank you.
The how about I've never watched the show. I mean, I've seen
That's hilarious.
highlights.
It's
from
funny.
it.
It's funny.
Don't start because you'll look up and you'll be 3 episodes.
It's funny.
Here's where I had a problem with it, and I know what I'm about to say is outrageous
Some of the
because
things he would say.
because reality shows are not reality shows.
No.
Okay.
And
So-
apparently this one really.
So
not.
I think I know what I'm saying here. If you just let me walk it out. But there are, and I'm quotes, reality shows that seem more reality.
Negative and afraid.
Greg, it always goes back to negative. Still, there's a lot of
You
questions.
can't fake him.
There's a lot of questions in life, Greg, that I haven't got a adequate answer to yet. No one has adequately answered for me why people are willing to do that. All right.
Because they're not winning big money.
No, they're not. And I can't believe
Their
anybody.
survival rating goes up, Rick.
If I had been in that conference room and somebody brought that up, they said, "Now where we going?" I would say, "Now we're going to get contestants that'll do that."
Yeah.
And somebody said, "I'm telling you, I think what happens means we won't." I'm
Rick,
like, "No way anybody's going to do that."
Rick, between
Well,
that and Jerry Springer, people will do anything to be on TV.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. But what I'm saying is,
For his trouble, Todd moved from a 4 to a 5.6.
right.
I know we had survival skills.
And is currently battling malaria.
Yeah, right.
But
Mine is a 0. It'll still be a 0 tomorrow.
right after cutting himself with a machete, we move him up to a 6. But going back to this, the few times I scanned this show, it was one of these reality shows where they were obviously playing to the camera, and they saw themselves as TV characters versus there's a camera running on our lives.
You're right.
And it felt a little forced.
It was.
It felt that we were trying to give you we were creating drama that really wasn't real. And I know reality shows are not reality shows, but some of them, in my opinion, do a better job at it than they
Of
do.
setting everything up.
Right, yeah.
But no, you're right.
His delivery
he
though,
was
is pretty
funny.
funny.
God, he was funny.
Early on, it was,
Greg,
he was
he's
funny.
still
Got
on
on my nerves.
Got on your nerves?
Yeah.
How'd you get exposed to
All Betty would watch it.
They had,
I
I've
said,
got
"This is
caught up in
ridiculous."
marathons.
Yeah, that's what.
I think they had already re-signed them for another season. It's a very successul show, but they're probably not going to be able to be there since they're in jail.
The son that's highlighted on the show, not the one that turned against him, but the other one, owns me.
The oldest one or the young
The older one.
The older one.
Okay.
Younger one's funny too, and the grandmother.
The grandmother.
The grandmother's
funny,
good when she went
Yes,
to
I don't know those.
See,
people.
he would get on my. He was a bit for me,
Yeah.
but I could
The
work
dad-
through it because of the other
Yeah,
character.
the dad was funny to me. Some of the people that talk like him, it's funny when they say stuff.
What you're saying is effeminate men are funny.
They are. They're really funny.
They can be.
Yep.
More ways than one.
So when they lived in Georgia and then moved to Nashville,
Yeah.
I thought it was funny when they were in Georgia
Oh, you thought it was funny?
because it was early on. It was to y'all's point. It seemed
Did
more.
you see the one when he took them camping?
I didn't see that
That's
one.
a good one.
I didn't see that one.
Was that when he was defrauding about?
I never really saw Greg as a big Chrisley knows
either.
best
I got
fan.
hung up in it.
Have y'all seen that where some guy was upset with him and accused him of bank fraud?
Even worse than that, have you seen the one about the guy that accused him? From day one, though, I was like,
Yeah.
Well,
Day zero.
day zero.
There's nothing come out in this that I'm really shocked by. Okay, let me put it that way.
What bank fraud might be sure.
Right. Yeah, because they never, was he some kind of real estate guy? Because he supposedly had a lot of
He was
money.
a real estate developer.
Yeah.
And they got in all kind of trouble. It was always something. But the grandmother was funny.
She was funny.
There,
She's like a man with a wig on, but she was
Right.
funny.
But we had some things going on here apparently.
That
Didn't seem like anybody was where they were supposed to be.
Yeah.
There was a lot of confusion. Right. I think I'll just kind of take a pass on that. If I really want that kind of humor, I think I'll just watch Modern Family.
Oh, it's just there you go.
Right. Yeah. Matter of fact, apparently an outstanding acting job by one, not so much the other.
Yeah.
it's not a stretch.
Right.
And it's really not the way you kind of thought it was going to go when you found out.
Right. And the oh wow, she does look like a man in the wig.
Yeah, what about that?
She does. I've never seen her before. Yeah. Funny though. Wow. Boy, really, yeah. It's almost like give him the wig and let her be the husband. I mean, it's that's a tough setup there. But yeah, so I don't know whether there's any truth to it. They're appealing it.
Yes, they said that. They're still denying it.
And if they're cleared of any wrongdoing, we'll do that story too. Unlike most media outlets. But we'll see how that goes.
At times it was a funny show.
Is the show off now? They talking about that?
I guess it will be, but I think it's still currently running reruns. They had signed, they said, for another year, but may have a little problem getting that filmed unless they want to film it from inside prison.
Well, it depends on how Georgia State correction officers feel about it.
We'll be back. Your phone calls are coming up. 866-WE-BE-BIG. The show belongs to you. All 10 lines are available. We'll chat with you when the Rick and Bubba show continues.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
With spring in the air, it's a time of renewal and growth personally and professionally. As your small business grows, LinkedIn Jobs is here to make it easier to find the people you want to talk to faster and for free. Create a free job post in minutes on linkedin.com/Bubba to reach your network and beyond to the world's largest professional network of over 810 million people. Then add your job and the purple #hiring frame to your LinkedIn profile to spread the word that you're hiring so your network can help you find the right people to hire. Simple tools like screening questions make it easy to focus on candidates with just the right skills and experience so you can quickly prioritize who you'd like to actually interview and hire. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the candidates worth interviewing faster. Did you know every week nearly 40 million job seekers visit LinkedIn? Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Bubba. That's linkedin.com/Bubba, or head to rickandbubba.com under the sponsors for a link. Terms and conditions apply. Some things you can't get around, like allergy season. But while you can't avoid it, you can at least save on your prescription allergy medications by checking GoodRx. GoodRx, you can compare prescription prices at over 70,000 pharmacies to help you find the best price. And you can find discounts of up to 80%. GoodRx is recommended by doctors, pharmacists, and millions of people across the country who have saved on their prescriptions. Speaking of millions, over 24 million people used GoodRx just last year to save on their medications. And you can too, whether that's on your allergy meds or other prescriptions. And remember, even if you have insurance, GoodRx could actually beat your prescription copay. For simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, check GoodRx. Go to goodrx.com/Bubba. That's goodrx.com/Bubba or rickandbubba.com for a link. GoodRx is not insurance, but it can be used instead of insurance, Medicare, and Medicaid.